Hey everybody. Whew, child, has it been one? Let me see. I'm gonna turn everything up. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Here we go. There we are. All right, we're gonna get into this book, man. I got Janet playing in the back because I know you get in trouble. You can't play no music. So if I burst out singing, hey, don't be mad at me. I don't want to leave the studio. I'm inviting. Let me put this up here. We're about to work on this book here. Oh, why am I in the private chat like a dummy? Ooh, you know what I want to hear? I don't know. I'm gonna get in trouble. I'll just play it in the background because I don't know if anybody else like. It. It's been a hellified day, and okay, we in it. We back. All right, we are good to go. Well, you know. I wish I could just. Well, I am honored. Welcome.
Hey, hey, how you doing?
Welcome. How are you, sir?
I'm a, I'm all right. What's good with you, man?
I'm here. We're about to do a little something different. We've been working on this book. I've been using a little bit of AI. We use like four programs. So it's AI, right? We are using AI art as well as ChatGTP to write novellas for Amazon. You could charge like 99 cents for them. So the biggest demographic is Black romance. There's a lot of people that want that. And then you can put different things behind it,
Mm.
paranormal, horror, um, maybe it's a jungle event, maybe it's sci fi. We have so many different tastes. And so I think it's just a pocket, something else to do on the side and, keep my brain fresh because I enjoy writing. But the chat GTP kind of helps me kind of push it along a lot faster, get my ideas together faster. That's all. But how are you, sir? And I'm loving the whole ensemble. Is this what we doing?
Hey, I'm always doing this.
Look,
This,
look, look. I was gonna say, wait, I had to make it bigger. I was like, he ain't here. I see you done check. Okay, okay, King, Hakeem.
I'm on this type of time. I'm the ruler.
I like it,
I
but
wanna
that's
listen.
good.
I wanna conquer,
But that's what you're
and I
supposed to.
wanna pay, and I wanna pay to conquer too.
All right. Okay. Listen, don't start your stuff over here, sir.
I
What is
wanna
this?
conquer everything that I come to
Why you gotta
grab.
say it so hard?
Yeah,
I
I wanna
wanna.
conquer.
I hear you, sir.
You know how like I want to conquer land and conquer women and conquer my
You
wife.
ready? You
Y-
ready? Right
Yeah,
on the horse on the elephants. We walking on the elephant.
basically,
We
Genghis
riding.
Khan type.
Oh shit! I was thinking more like Massa Musa. Like we could
But
do
yeah,
that.
Mansa Musa, a Hannibal, because I am a war strategist.
But what about if the wife is also a great war strategist and she like it too in business and all those things? So it's an asset because it's a partnership, king and queen at that moment, right?
Oh, yo, definitely. You know what I mean? You can't get nowhere without your queen. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
well,
You know what I mean? Everybody just have certain different levels of handling things.
very true.
You
Very
know what I
true.
mean? And depending on, I think it's also depending on who the man is too, if he's going to allow his woman into his space.
Oh, I like that you said it
Yeah.
because I know we get so offended when we hear these. Well, that is because they become trigger words based on how they've been being used. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So it's like we do allow each other to do certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's also certain things that we don't allow or that our partner will do without our permission. But again, it comes down to communication.
Oh yeah.
Are we going to have a conversation about your expectations in this relationship and my expectations in this like damn, they make it sound so hard out here. Listen, I've been grinding, boy. I've been out here all day.
I know
I
you.
made it. You see, I got my 500. I
You
got
did.
it.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. And it was the craziest, most out of the way, never would have thought would have happened type of deal. I'm just gonna keep it 100. It
Now I know
went.
that I seen I seen it from the back end while I was laying in my bed.
Oh, you saw how it went down?
Yeah,
Okay.
you know, sometimes I watch. You know what I mean? I'm that type of person. I watch. I might not get up in the set.
Yeah, you might not
You
say
know what I
nothing.
mean?
You in
I
the
I,
I got you.
I let the queen go eat by herself.
Oh well, I don't know if I'm a queen yet, but I'm
I'm
out here
as
just
I,
trying
I'm
to.
asking you been one in my eyes. I don't know about
Oh.
them. I don't know about them niggas in the panel, but I know you.
I ain't worried about them on that panel.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
don't know about them
god,
niggas in
so
the panel.
crazy. Like
You know
so,
what I'm saying?
like what is going
You had
on?
some usual suspects on there. Much love and respect to them.
Of course, of course.
Yeah,
To
once.
me, it's fun, but you still can only go so far because you don't
Oh
want
yeah.
anybody to get the wrong idea. Because
Oh
people
yeah.
do. You know what I mean? They take the joke too far. You be like, calm down,
Definitely.
calm.
Anybody
Yeah,
who take anything too far is not self-aware. Then.
yeah, exactly. I mean, and
Mm,
like I said,
mm.
we should be comfortable with one another. We
You-
should be able to trust each other. Safety is what women want.
yeah, definitely. And
That's it. That's it.
I'm gonna be honest with you and comment on that.
Yes.
Comfortability is a privilege that I don't think a lot of us can afford.
Wait, I got you all the way to the end because then it sounded like you got muffled.
Oh yeah, because I'm kind of away from the mic. Can you
So
hear me
I see
better
you
now?
trying to be, yes, hi.
Oh, hold
You
on.
like, I got the phone under the pillow. Come
Yeah,
on now.
basically. I said comfortability is a privilege that a lot of us ain't been able to been afford.
But we can get it if we work together.
Yeah, yeah, but you want to know something
What?
that it's a very it's very plausible and but it all depends on people though. To be honest with you.
But we have to create the opportunity. Like, okay, I'm gonna go in this direction because this is what we doing. I think that we need a black retreat. Like singles, couples, one side,
Hmm.
singles, and like incorporate just like they, our counterparts do, incorporate, learning how to talk to your partner or being more self-aware because I'm telling you, I just think everybody need to get them some. I just do.
You mean like some booty?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm listen.
Hold on, Hakeem. Why you gotta?
Definitely. Hey, listen. If we talking about that kind of retreat,
Yes.
I'm all for it. Listen.
Of course,
It
consensual
yeah.
adult.
Oh yeah.
But
You know what I
just
mean?
the safety and the freedom to kind of explore that, because I don't think Black people give themselves that grace.
No, yeah, that's I agree with you 100%. It's
You
a
feel
lot of
me when it
yeah.
comes to that? And I don't think they realize that there's such a huge connection to the stressors in your life and to the
Mhm.
different things that's going on. We try to put sex on a side plate, but that's some fucking that's a whole meal by itself. Like that's a Thursday night whole meal. You know what I
No,
mean? Like you can't put that on the side and think, the relationship is going to thrive because you need that intimacy. And I'm not saying sex all the time, but just, you know what I mean? Let's flirt. Let's have a good time. Let's
Y-
like each other.
you know, they
Sheesh.
said statistically more people are having less sex now than they did in the 90s.
What I say? What I
No,
say?
it's just an actual it's an
Need.
actual statistic. Even and the people younger than us are
Yes.
are not
Yes.
having as much sex as
Because they don't feel safe. They don't feel comfortable.
you. You
Well,
yeah, that's one aspect of it.
yes, it is. You're
Yeah,
right. Go
that's
ahead.
one aspect of it, and
Mhm.
but I also think there's a big disconnect when it comes to
But
men.
that's,
But
yeah, go ahead.
there's a big
You got it.
disconnect when it
Mhm.
comes to that, and I try not to point fingers at time because you know
Why
what I
not
mean.
point fingers over here? We point fingers. You did it. I'm just playing. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. You know the thing about it is because you know what I mean. I've seen things when people are pointing fingers, and you'll have a group of people saying, "Okay, if you're constantly pointing at the direction of one person, then fuck it, then." You know what I'm trying to
Exactly.
say? And it's still there's no resolution to this thing. But
Right.
connection but the biggest solution is examples and showing people through actions. And this is why you're able to, you know what I mean, people can have a template to follow. And there is templates like that. They're
Right.
they're just not
Let's share
broadcast.
it.
Yeah, they're just not broadcasted on a major screen to show that, okay, this is what 30 years of marriage look like without no hiccup.
Exactly. We need that.
Yeah,
Would have loved for my grandparents to really sit down and talk to me about their marriage.
yeah.
And this is why I say to you, my intellectual freedom, I thank my mother for that
Hmm.
because she allowed me to develop my own sense of who I am now. Like, and I've always been that kind of a free spirit that,
Hmm.
and sometimes that that rubs me in the wrong way
um
when you're in a relationship, because I just because I speak to another person, that don't mean I'm flirting with them. I am a social person.
Yeah, so some people are insecure like that. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I
I
think,
told you. I
yeah,
told you I had a man throw himself out the car.
yeah. That means that sometimes y- when you have something like that, when
Yeah,
you got a guy who do that, that means that what happened in his past made him feel inadequate, or a situation that mimicked. He felt like potentially losing you because you were speaking to another man, and it also maybe reflecting to he feel like that maybe I myself, and he won't tell you this, I myself don't have enough. I know I don't have enough. I'm wondering why she's with me. And I see her talking to another dude. He potentially can get her up under me real quick. Hello?
no, my bad. I'm here. I was pulling something up. This is where my problems lie. As a woman who,
Mm-hmm.
if let me just say this, if I turn the light back on and I really get out here and want to start dating again,
Mm-hmm.
the unfortunate thing is I know that there's a lot of men I cannot date.
That is a 100% fact. There's some people that are just excluded from your dating pool
Yeah,
due to
like
circumstances.
out the gate, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it starts to cut. It does. I went through the gauntlet. I don't have a list like of what want in a man. I think again for me, if I feel safe with you,
Mm-hmm.
everything else will fall into place. I'll enjoy, the rest of you. But
Mm-hmm.
I need to feel safe,
Yeah,
you
but
know?
then for that, and I'm gonna be totally honest about that.
Please, please be.
To feel safe, you're gonna have to feel safe by yourself first.
But
You,
that's what I mean. I've worked
mm,
I'm working. It's always a work in progress, right?
yeah.
However, I've come to the plateau that I know what I want to feel if I'm in a relationship with someone again. And I know how I want to make another person feel. I want them to feel as reciprocated as I do.
Okay.
And that we have that open communication so that we don't have these silly to me I feel like these are such a silly arguments and things that are these tug of war pull antics to exert power when all it is do you trust me? Do you trust yourself? Do you love me? Do you love yourself? How can you love me and you don't love yourself? That never works. And that's
Yeah.
on both sides.
Yeah.
And I fell back in love with me, over the time that I've had to kind of come back to those particular places in my life, those dark things that I didn't want to deal, but these were the things that were keeping me from allowing room for the right type of person to come in my life.
Hmm. Let me ask you a question.
Of course
Do
you
you think
can.
do you think you love yourself enough to love somebody else?
Yes. I'm at that. I do know that I'm comfortable in that place.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Second question. You
Mhm.
meet somebody new tomorrow. Would
Yeah.
you bring up that I want to feel safe?
Yes, I would.
Now, I want you to preference this. Now, let's
I
say
know you
nothing.
what you about to say. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
nothing
Go
happened.
ahead.
Nothing happened. He didn't do nothing. But would you bring that conversation up the,
On random?
on random?
No, 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 no. We
Okay.
would no, not at all. I want you to I want it to be natural. Like I want it organically. I don't want to make somebody do it. Like if they like let's say for instance, if I tell a man what I'm into, right?
Mm,
And is he is his intent is agreeing because he's just trying to get some coochie? Or is he agreeing because it's really true? Well, both of those things can be right at the same time, right?
yeah.
Because and that is where my brain goes. Like I'm not gonna penalize a dude for wanting me, but he also is interested in me as a human being, but he wants to show his attraction through this act, right? And I think that what we do is we muddle it up with all of the outside influences when we should just keep it. How do you feel? How am I making you feel with me? And how do I feel when you're with me? Because that's how we exchange that energy. Maybe I'm too deep about it. I don't
No,
know.
no, definitely. But the thing is, a lot of us been through a lot of traumatic experiences, which makes
Yes.
it harder for us to date. Unknowingly, you come in a situation with expectations. Unknowingly, and
Right, of
I'm
course.
uh,
Of course you got your natural biases.
because I'm like that too. I was like that too sometime until I had to start realize that I can come in and the girl won't know that I'm gonna put so much on you with it trying to turn things away. Now I'm only preferences in saying this because you can have women and men who go into dating after going through so much fucked up dates. Excuse my language.
Oh, you're fine. I've been cussing all day. You
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
I'm not monetized yet. You good. I'm
You,
working now. It's the hours.
yeah,
Yeah, you good.
going through so much messed up dates.
Can I
Where
tell you something? I'm so sorry. I am being rude. But you know what? That's a thing for me. Like I don't trust a man that don't cuss. I'll explain after, but I just
yeah, yeah,
wanted to
you
say
did.
like
Yeah,
that's one of my things. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
So and it's something that people are not telling people in the beginning because we are reserved about a lot of things.
Of
The
course.
relationship becomes so intense and people don't understand what's going on.
Exactly.
Like, damn, why she like that? Because I'm gonna tell you, for me,
Right.
as a perspective, I've met some women. Sometimes she was like, "Yo, you're not gonna play with me," and I'm like, I've never done nothing to her.
Yeah.
First meeting them, hey, I'm not here to be wasting my time and playing games. I said, all right, miss, you have a good day, okay? And I leave.
Right. Exactly.
Because we're just there and you just jumped off the porch like that. It's the same way with
Right.
You know
You
what I
gotta
mean?
stop that before it start. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
with you on that.
Yeah, it's the same way where a nigga say, check this out. When we leave here, we going back to the crib, right?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's intense on both ends. And mind you, I can understand where he's coming from too, because he's probably dated so many people who skipped out on the date.
Yeah, exactly. Like
And
he's had his traumas. However, it is upon you once you know that there's options. You got to deal with that before you move into the next.
definitely, and then,
You know what I mean? Like you got to mourn it like a
oh,
death.
I agree. I'm happy you say that. I'm
I'm
happy you.
sorry. Go ahead,
No,
Hakeem.
no,
I feel like
I'm happy you say that. This is why niggas will go like, hey, when we leave here, we leave it. They're asking that first. Hey, when we go here and we leave here, we getting this thing together, right? Whenever there's an action, there's a
Right.
reaction. You know what I mean? And
Exactly.
and I'm telling you, pointing fingers and trying to self-examine people don't always work. It just seems
No,
like
not at all.
you know what
Not
I'm
at
saying?
all.
Because I'm
Hmm.
gonna be honest with you. You say you want to feel safe. I want to feel comfortable.
And but can I just say and preface that that falls under safety? Because if you were safe with me, if you trust me,
Mhm.
you're going to feel comfortable with me. Like
Yeah.
safety is the umbrella word, and everything else we add into it, comfortability, trust, respect, those also fall into the love category as well when you get into that box. There's so many things. It's evolving, it's a verb, it's an action word. You know what I'm saying? It's like if I'm getting up in the morning and I'm like, I have married Prince Hakeem from
Mhm.
Zamunda,
Mhm.
and I'm enjoying because I've chosen the right person for me.
Mhm.
The perfection is mine because you're the right person for me. You get it. I'm quirky. I'm weird. I got these different things going on, but you accept me for who I am. I accept you
Yeah.
for who you are. And then we learn from one another. And it's not a fairy tale. Just calm down and start looking at each other as human beings, and then go to the next. Okay, you like my flesh, I like your flesh. All right, how we gonna get down? What are your plans? Let's take it slow. Let's go fast. We getting going to Vegas. Nah, we gonna wait and let's have fun with it. And it's like life is so short and everybody, I don't want to argue with you every day. I want to get up and be like, babe, you want some cereal? I'm gonna get up and get the bowl and be dancing and doing the I just got me some dance on the way to the kitchen. Like, come on. Like, I
Mm.
don't get, there's no conversation of fun within the
No,
relationship.
because we trying to analyze the relationship from the beginning. What fun
I
got to
don't
do?
want to. I just want to
But
have fun and let it go
me,
naturally into what it's gonna be.
me too. But if we keep
No
listening,
but no fun.
listen. We keep if we keep listening to the YouTubians, we're gonna say, hey, let's go
Oh
over
my
the
gosh,
part.
that's so funny.
Let's
Not
go.
YouTubians.
Let's go over the particulars before we start dating.
Exact
How much do
right.
you weigh? Or how much
How
do you
many
make?
bodies all right, where's
Yeah,
your body count,
you know
sir?
what I mean.
What the fuck?
Are you emotionally available, Hakeem?
Right, exactly. Do
You know what I mean?
you understand? Can you change a tire? Like they act like this is exactly what you're doing. Ain't nobody doing that.
No, no, and and this is why when I talk about dating somebody normal, I'm talking about imperfections and all, and a lot of people was kind of thrown off by that.
How is
It,
that thrown that and that's the scary part. The fact
it
that people are thrown off by that.
listen, thrown off. It was like when I speak, when I
I'm
speak.
so sorry. My cat is trying to
Oh
attack me
yeah,
again.
and even the women on the comment was like, "Oh, you want somebody ratchet?" I say,
Oh Lord.
no, no, no. Listen, that it was women in the comments where I say I would date with somebody who wears a bonnet.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
I say saggy Pampers and all.
Not saggy. Are you talking about the upper chesticles area?
No, no, I was talking about. Let's say she has some kids and the Pampers
Oh, you mean with one on the hip,
with one on the hip, saggy
cooking
Pampers,
eggs,
cooking
right?
eggs.
Cooking eggs.
And then it was like, oh, you want a basic chick?
Oh Lord,
This
have
what women was
mercy.
saying. Now, mind you,
Because that is what. Can I say this, Hakeem?
mhm,
women are going to take what men put out. Now, just like anything else, we're imprinted by the relationship we have. We're imprinted by social constructs. We are imprinted by our own biases and our experiences. Women are going to react the same as me as some men.
Mm-hmm.
Not, and I don't think they even know that it is an unconscious thing because it's like, oh, well, the kind of men I like don't like that, so I'm not gonna like it either. You
Thank
know what I'm saying? So it's not organic because I don't care what kind of woman. You can title her whatever you are. I'm a little bit of ratchet. I'm a lady. I can be a bum
you. Mm-hmm.
sometimes. I
Yeah.
like to game. I'm a family oriented person. I am a sexually available person.
Mm-hmm.
I work on being emotionally available and I work on being spiritually available. So all of these things are happening at the same time. And when you bring someone else into your life, those things you got to be willing to go, this is me. And it's not take it or leave it. It's just, this is me. Here you are now. Are there roadblocks? Are there things that we won't be able to get past? Sometimes that happens, but sometimes it happens and it's really, really good. And y'all like each other. And you be like, I like my man. He my friend though. You know what I mean? Like that's what I want. And you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's, and I don't want anything less than that.
100%. But I think that for some apparent reason in
Yeah.
Black America, we
Mhm.
want to be so great that we put that into our relationship and to try to mimic things that really is not
Yes.
reality. Like
Right. Don't mimic it. Just be you.
I'm not Russell Wilson, baby.
And that's okay. And I'm
Yeah,
not Sierra.
Sierra, and
Let me
and
tell
and
you something, because if I try to dance like that, something might hurt. But
and, and,
that's okay. So you
and,
know, I was just saying.
and you're right. And Sierra and Russell will never have the happiness that we gonna have, and
Because that's our happiness. And
ba-
they gonna
ba-
have a happiness.
basically, so.
What's up, Alma? TNBN. Thank y'all for coming in. Hit the link if you like. Go
Mhm.
ahead, Hakeem.
Yeah, so I'm a preference it with that. So when I said that, where there was women in the comments who said, "Oh, I got a JD,"
Thank you, Loyal Rose Supremus. What's
you
a
know what I
JD?
mean? Somebody who's a lawyer, she said, "I have a JD. Why would I be wearing a bonnet?"
Oh, I got you. Her, what's her name? She's upper. Yeah, yeah, I got you.
Over Everson, and I told
Yeah,
her,
yeah, yeah.
I said that JD don't mean you can fuck.
Oh, wow. Oh.
That JD don't mean you can get head or you can go in there and fry some bacon.
Oh. Not you can go in there and fry some bacon. You like bacon?
Yeah, yeah, turkey
I
bacon,
do. Oh, you like turkey? I like beef
turkey,
bacon.
you know what I mean, with some sausages and some
Come
eggs
on, and
and
some
that
eggs and
grit,
some grits
with the butter
with
and
the
milk,
butter. Come.
with the butter. You know what I mean?
Shh,
So
shh. I'm hungry. You gonna
what?
make me go get a piece of chicken in
Yeah,
a minute.
when I said that, they was like, okay, what that supposed to mean? You know what I
Hold
mean?
on,
But
Hakeem, if you don't mind, give me just a
yeah,
second.
yeah.
Lady Royal Supremus, thank you so much. She said, I'm in awe of your skills and commitment. You're awesome. Congratulations on your fantastic news of reaching 500 subbies. Right. All I hear is just like, I'll play it for you in a little bit after me and Mr. Kang Hakeem.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Hakeem. Thank you.
conqueror.
Won't you put that under there then? Let me turn on these headlines and you can go back and put conqueror
Yeah,
under
conqueror. Yeah, but so
there.
I'm at a you know what I mean, a lot of men like me have gone through
Yeah.
phases, and I'm just at the point where because don't get me wrong, I grew up in the South where yellow bones was a preference.
Of
Um,
course.
you know what I mean? I grew up on
Believe
this.
me, I know exactly how that feels.
You see what I'm saying? Where
I don't, yeah, go ahead, sir.
26-inch weave was a preference. Where you had
Hey,
to have tattoos on your neck and that ass was jiggling. You know what I mean? That was a preference. But
oh,
the 25-year-old Hakeem is different from the 40.
of
Hakeem.
course. And that's evolving. And
Yes.
but a lot of these men are still the 25-year-old, still the 15-year-old,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
still
yeah,
stuck in wherever that
yeah.
trauma put
The,
them. Cause I'm
Because
gonna
I
tell you, good googly moogly, it's some mad men out here. These niggas are scary. Some of these dudes, I would not want to be like walking in the alley alone with.
You see, and here's the thing. You know, the term incel came from the white community, and
Of
it has
course it did,
yeah,
just
yeah.
like the
So
manosphere.
yeah,
Yeah,
so all that came from the white community. But even though that we mimic some of those behavior, it's just that I mean, a lot of us hasn't really I mean, accept that. But I'm
deal
just
with your shit.
yeah. But
Yeah.
the thing about it is, we also have to learn that everything gonna works itself out through time.
But that's what I'm saying, Hakeem. That's why we need a retreat. Where we can have a retreat where the brothers come. It'd be like all brothers, married and single. And
Mhm.
we learn and talk and have a cool ass place to do with this. We are, I believe, and I know you probably gonna laugh at me, and that's okay. But I believe because black folks have been grinding and working and hitting the beat for so long, they don't know how to relax. They
When
don't know how to release that anymore.
I could tell you
What do
that
we do?
when
You know?
America has told you that you haven't made it, and you're being reminded about that,
Of course.
it makes you intense in everything you
I
do,
know.
and that brings it to your
Exactly.
relationship. So now,
Now let's work on that.
let's work on that. So and here's the funny thing about that: when you
What?
have black women who are grinding out and they're
Yep.
meeting men who are not at that level, it becomes intense.
But guess what? So let's not date. Or maybe the timing ain't right. Let me get my grind
Yep.
on. If it's meant to be for us to be together, let's come back after we've met these goals if we
Le-
still single.
I,
But people don't want to tell the truth about that. Like,
that,
and I apologize. I
yeah,
mean, you got it.
because I want to preference that. I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah. If you and I were dating and we came to a roadblock like that,
Mhm. We
I
would have never got
would.
to that.
What you say?
We would have
Hakeem,
never
don't
got
be
to.
trying to slide things in.
Yeah.
Listen, stop it. Anyway, when y'all, as we are dating, and it comes to a spot where we like, look, we looking for something serious. We really trying to have these conversations, but here's a crossroad. Like, what's one of your like, you ain't going no further. No, that's it. If a woman does what, or is like what,
The way you talk to me, that's very, very, very
so
big.
disrespectful, like
Oh my
talk
god.
down to you,
Oh
right?
my god.
At you,
Yeah,
like at you, not to you. Is that what you
we going
mean?
we gonna have all out war,
Okay, I get it.
all out war. Because I'm not a and I think that's just post traumatic stress.
Oh, baby, I don't want to have war. No, I'm just playing. But
You know what I
yeah,
mean? That's PTSD for me, and
yeah,
you know what I mean. I'm very cognizant on how I talk to people.
right, exactly. I
So
got what you. Yeah,
yeah, I need the woman to be
empathetic with that. That's what.
empathetic,
Yeah,
just like I'm gonna be empathetic with
empathetic.
you about sex and me not pushing up on you.
But all of
Yeah.
it, even that. So my empathy has to be open enough and connected enough that I can understand after you tell me, okay, listen, that particular tone triggers me,
Hmm.
right? We know, just like kids, and this is when I think a lot of men yell, oh, they'll use it against me, right? I hear that a lot out here. If I tell her XYZ, she gonna use it against me.
Yeah,
Bruh,
I'm one of that
that's
too.
yeah, but again, it's the same thing. Unfortunately, on the other side of that, it happens. Those traits are not gender specific. There are people who like to push your buttons. I know I've dated dudes that's like that. Like they like arguing. And I'll be like, nah, bro, I don't want to do that. Oh, you ain't no fun. Well, then I'm not the one. But then when I used to say that, like, look, let's end this. Why what's the because we're not compatible. Why waste time? And so that has been a problem, I know, for me, because I've had men get upset with me because they're like, oh, you ain't even trying to try. No, that's not it. Like, we're at a crossroads where this is you and this is me. I'm willing to go, okay, I don't want to fight you to be with you, and I don't have to. Like that blows my mind because I think a lot of black men believe that. Like
Yeah,
at one point you gotta fight. for the relationship to be worth anything.
No. Fighting is if it's not connecting, it's not connected. We just need to go our separate ways. But
Yeah.
this is what I have an issue with at times. And I'm
Yes.
speaking from the women's side, and I'm not disagreeing with them.
No.
If you're complaining about niggas is not at your level
Yeah.
with dating, why are you still talking to a janitor?
But is it because you're talking? Is the level? Are we talking about financially? Because
No,
when I'm talking about the level, I'm talking about, can I have a mental conversation
okay.
with you?
No. And I'm agreeing with you. I'm not talking. I'm talking about the
Okay.
people.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
talking
Yeah. Yeah.
about the. I'm talking about the talking points that people are saying.
Right. I'm
And,
with
and
you.
I and I'm saying that's okay. I agree with you.
Right.
Stop. Why are you keep meeting up dudes who work in
Yes.
construction and you
Yeah.
saying, "Oh, I'm gonna give him a chance," but then get mad? I don't want to go through that. Don't do that because now
Because you don't know who you are.
no. But listen here, it just sounds disingenuous. I'm
Yeah.
listen. I'm agreeing with you. Hey,
Right.
niggas need to get their. So go talk to the lawyers. Go talk to the
Exactly. Why
respiratory
are we
care.
still talking about the women and the men that you don't want and
One
don't like?
right. So
You can't, but you can't tell me though. And Hakeem, I've asked so many times. Tell me, give me a top 5. What kind of woman you looking for? Feminine, fit, and friendly. You can't even spell feminine. Stop it. You haven't even put no work or time into going, here am I as this type of man, and I want this type of woman to compliment me.
Look what Lady Royal Simpus wrote, which
She
is
said,
very
people, hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. She said, people these days are allowing social media to dictate their lives and relationships, listening to unhealed, angry, and confused people who love to protect their insecurities and and others is crazy. Exactly, Lady Royal Supremacist. But you know what? Even before YouTube, that's what people did, picking up magazines and taking, advice from daytime TV. Like people have always done that. I think what it is again, it's about knowing who you are and being honest. If you're a little freaky, that's okay. Don't allow, but then we got to put that layer in there as well, that a lot of these type of conversations can be stifled because of religious beliefs,
that's
right?
100%.
Because of your traumas, right? That haven't been dealt with. Like, we know that there are so many layers to us, and for us to sit out here and try to put each other in these boxes is just asinine. And that's why we end up with these really dumbass arguments. You like, but what I was saying to you is a do a lady put her shoe on left to right? Like, it's just so
But
insane. Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about?
here's the thing though. The what
Yeah.
she's saying is so real because I'm gonna
Yes.
be real with you. I had an incident the other day that let
Oh
me know that
no.
I did that the YouTubians have been at work.
I really think we should get a shirt. Look, I've been making. I done picked up a few ideas for some shirts. We
Yeah.
need to be making that money, and I like YouTubians. That's bomb.
Yeah. You know that's Dr. Umar
Oh,
Johnson.
is it?
Yeah, that's Dr. Umar
Okay,
Johnson.
we have to give him a shout out. He ain't
Yeah.
making no shirts, but go ahead then.
So so I wasn't I was with somebody the other day and they
Mhm.
had their peoples with them.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was their peoples. I don't know if they was them, but the lady brought up now mind you, these are persons that I thought would never be on YouTube space. The lady brought up Queen Maker.
Oh wow.
And
Okay.
and she was like, "Oh,
You
y'all
just
niggas."
never know who watching.
I said,
Yeah.
"Y'all niggas," and she goes and was talking points about Queen Maker. She said, "Y'all niggas ain't shit. Y'all niggas ain't emotionally
Wow.
dead." Listen, everything Queen Maker was talking about, she was exerting this, and I'm looking at him. I say, "Yo, fam, you with her?"
Wow. Well,
I
wouldn't
say,
that be the same if it was a man spouting everything Kevin Samuel said? Does that
it-
fall into the same
you see, I'm
circle
not.
for y'all?
I get where you coming from, but
Hmm.
I don't even listen to Kevin Samuels.
I got no. I got what you saying.
You,
I'm
I don't,
talking about if you know what I mean? Like, I'm just doing the hypothetical bullshit.
and I understand that.
You
I
know what I'm
understand
saying?
what
But
you're
go ahead,
trying to because
continue.
you don't want it to mainly focus on that. But I
No,
was
that's
just
not it. That's not
yeah,
it. We can focus just on that. I'm cool
yeah.
with that.
You know what I'm saying? So don't get me wrong, you do got some
Yeah.
niggas, you do got some I do got a homeboy who brother you would have
Yeah.
swore Kevin was his daddy.
Exactly. Go
And
ahead though. I'm
you
just I'm
yeah,
just
you
being
know
a
what I mean?
clown.
But so when she started talking,
Yes.
I started, and mind you, mind you, we was talking about something, not even nothing. She just brought up,
Oh, okay. So she just wanted to talk about it. She just dropped
and
that
she just
in.
wanted to tell me. I politely got up, put on my chicken coop app, and
Okay,
it was like,
now.
"Where you going?" I say, "Fam, I can't entertain this kind of conversation."
Yeah, exactly. Like
That that
that's wild.
that's how I did it. And I said, and
Mhm.
then she was like, "Oh, she's right." I said, "Don't talk to me about no woman who don't date niggas, please." I say, please, like, let's not.
That's right. She is um
I say, talk to me about a woman who has
I don't know
validity,
what I'm doing.
who's
Okay,
dating
I'm gonna leave
men,
that alone.
and stuff like that. I was like, please. I say, Mama, maybe you and him can have that conversation, but you're not gonna sit here and say niggas ain't shit and all this other. I'm
Wow.
not doing that with you because you wanna know why? If I
Yeah.
start disrespecting the woman, then you're gonna say I'm not emotionally there.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to put that out there. Like, and it has nothing to do with not being able to have the conversation, but it's like that no hold bar bullshit. I don't,
But
whoo,
to
ain't y'all
go
tired? Like,
listen
that's
to,
how I feel. Ain't y'all
but
tired?
to go back to what Lady Royal Semper said, I didn't even know Queen Maker Effect got that far. I
But it
thought she was
does,
just.
though.
I understand. I thought she was just some YouTubian,
No, listen to me. This woman is worldwide.
and I support her if she wants to be more divisive. No problem.
Well, you know what? I will say this: a broken clock can be right twice a day. No one is saying, like we was talking about Kevin Samuels. I was on Daryl's channel, and like I said, did he say some things that may have been pertinent, that may have been correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There was a lot of things.
Does that make him? Does that make him a better or worse person than Priscilla? Not in my eyes. It's the same thing. You saying some outrageous shit. It is a business as well. You're writing books, you're selling, so there is going to be some sensationalism, but there is some factual information in what she says. Like I said, a broke clock can be correct
Listen,
twice a day.
yes, you're right, but here's the thing, though.
Hmm.
Since black people love the dysfunctionality, this gonna overshadow the channel like Black Love Channel.
Well, you have to get louder then.
No,
Yes, we have to be louder. We have to be more. There was a conversation I just had about BET, right? That was the only black channel we own. We have
hmm
as a community, right? So when it got sold,
hmm
we know that it made its changes, right? So when you look at it now and you go, okay, well, why would he sell it? This was the question. Why would he sell it? Well, he's out there by himself. There's no other channels in
yeah,
comparison to NBC, ABC, Fox. You
but
know what I'm saying? But there's not enough for us to be loud enough to make those positive sound. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not loud enough. And I think positive people need to just be a little more rowdy.
so yeah, I agree with you, but I'm also preface this and say this to what I know for a fact.
Of course.
Getting people on the same page is so difficult because everybody
Hmm.
thinks in from an individual aspect.
Do
It's
you
hard,
think
huh?
do you think that way?
Do I think what?
As an individual, like the way you're getting ready to describe. Do you think
No,
that?
no, no. I'm a community oriented person, but I've yet
Boom.
listen now. I'm
Yes.
community oriented, but I've yet to been able to create a community because everybody wants to do their own thing.
Well, you've met me now.
I've met you, but we're talking about 40 years later.
Well, 40 years later. Yeah, I know, but it's here. We here
No,
now.
no, no, I understand it, but just to give you pretext,
Oh, I got you. I'm with you
just to give
100%.
you pretext. Now, mind you,
Yeah.
mind you, if you knew who I was, like if like when Ronnie and stuff like that,
Yeah.
like Ronnie, like I do more stuff than Ronnie. He doesn't even he tries to mention it. I tell him to
Hey,
be.
Zara. Welcome, love. Go ahead, baby.
He tries to mention that, but I don't even like to put out my real business out there
Of course.
about what work I put. I've mentored little leagues. I funded little leagues program. I've been in the Big Brother program. I tried to do that. I was picking up homeless kids off the streets.
But you needed help.
I
You
understand
can't
that,
do
but
that by
no,
yourself.
but
There
listen,
has
listen.
to be.
But
Go
just to
ahead.
give, do you don't think I've tried to get help?
No. It's not that. It's not about you trying to get help. It's about, you know how we were talking about being inspired, right?
Yeah.
That's why I said that about the BET thing. He probably wouldn't have sold it if it had been other channels, like maybe one or two more that could have kind of assisted in his battle, because there's more than one black channel, more than one black this. And as one individual, and you're doing the best you can,
Mm-hmm.
there should be a support system that goes, okay, well, Hakeem is trying to do XYZ. Well, he needs XYZ. Let's do that. That is missing when we have these conversations. Then we ain't got to worry about rallying niggas that don't want to do it, because we're already part of a group that does.
And I agree with you 100%, but from experience, and
Of
I'm just
course.
from experience, me trying to rally brothers
Yes.
together, rally sisters together to
Yeah.
try to invest in what I was trying to do to help
Mm-hmm.
the community. Since the divisive conversation is having, it's so
Yeah.
hard to put people together. You
Right.
know what I mean? You're gonna have the Queen Makers and the Kevin Samuels would keep us so far away from
So
each other.
let's be them on the other side then.
No, listen,
You know?
I'm all with you. I'm with. Listen,
Okay.
listen. I'm here now, ain't I?
Yes.
You didn't
That's
listen.
why I'm
You
saying.
you didn't even know I was coming.
No, I didn't, and I appreciate it. You put a smile on my face.
You know what I mean.
I'm in the
You
bed,
didn't
so I didn't get on the camera.
you didn't know I was coming. You know what I
No, I
mean.
did not. I
So
did
you
not.
know what I mean. And you know what I mean. I try to.
Thank you, Lady Royal Supremus. I like him. He nice.
Yeah.
He nice.
Lady Supreme, I like her too. I would, you know what I mean, want to conquer her as well.
Hakeem, where are we going? No, that is not what.
No, you say we gotta be
You
honest.
always do that to me. Why do you do that?
I'm asking you say black men supposed to be able to talk freely
Yes,
and
talk
be honest.
freely. You know what
Yeah.
I mean. Stop
I'm
playing.
asking you see when I was talking about plain Jane the other day, I look at women like you, Lady Royal, as being exotic.
Oh
So
my
when
God.
I
I
look at
heard
you
what you said.
when I
I
look
heard
at
you.
y'all women, I say I want to conquer her and pay her
Oh
bills.
my goodness. Not
I want to
conquer.
like conquer you and pay your
Well, that
bills.
makes me.
You see, you heard what I just said. I didn't
I
just say I
heard
want to
you.
conquer, but I also want to pay your bills. I don't just want to conquer and not pay your bills.
That'll get a woman in trouble. Go on with
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah.
We ain't doing. Well,
And
listen,
and
sir.
and I want to pay for you to go through school and
Oh
fund your
Lord.
business. You see?
Oh yeah. I got what you see that, but then again, you're offering safety,
Yeah. And
and so a woman can get who is seeking that. That's what it is. Like I'm just telling. I answered the question, and they had asked me,
mm,
"What do women want?" And I. Lady Royal Supremus, that's why I love you so. She said, "Come on with the conquer her." I call myself, what she say? I call myself a conqueror.
girl,
Purify me.
eh,
I love it. I love
definitely.
it. This is
Mm,
why I'm saying, like, this is why I started this, where,
mm,
you know, I think sexual expression is necessary. And
definitely.
even within a romantic sense, you should be
Hmm.
comfortable with yourself. This goes into what we were talking to earlier, in the sense of the more comfortable I am with myself, I'll know what it feels like when you make me comfortable.
100%. I agree with you
Boom.
there.
And that should be also coming from me as well to you. You should feel comfortable with me. That's that safety. I think that's what everybody is looking for, because when you break it down, and I was kind of just like messing around trying to figure out what I was going to do today, and things kind of happen real wild. Like, check this out. So sometimes when I'm looking, like trying to get into the mode of coming out here, I'll go to other people's panels to kind of get a vibe check of what's happening, right? So I'm on there and they talking crazy, and I just put in a comment or two, just like, this is ridiculous. We talking about the same shit again. You know what I mean? Just random.
Hmm.
And so I was on Fatty's channel based on the title. So I was just in the clouds listening, and then I wrote a couple of things. Now I'm gonna be 100. I know Fatty through Nightish and
Mm-hmm.
you know, Aaron and all of like, but I don't know him personally. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
The
that.
usual suspect.
Right, exactly. Like everybody, hey, how you doing? We walking through the halls. Kind of like that. So I go up. I mean, I'm right in there, and then he hits me. Gets like, "Come up, chocolate." I'm like, "Wait a minute, what?" Wait, whoa, hold on. And so I go up there, and it's like he does this, like, "Hey, we need to help her. She's got like 40 something left. Let's help her get monetized." And it wasn't planned. It wasn't anything I knew in advance. I didn't even know Fatty was like, you know, checking for me like that. These are those moments I feel like are debunking the exact thing that is being said out here.
Mm-hmm.
The people who have supported me, don't get mad at me, ladies, but the majority of the people who have supported me in the space have been men.
Mm-hmm.
For
Mm-hmm.
whatever intent, reason, or whatever, it has been men who have assisted me in gaining. Of course, women, you know, I got women in my corner, but I'm gonna be 100, ladies. I need y'all to share the channel because I only have 36% of women are my are my subscribers, and I'm like, that's funny. It's like I didn't even think that men would be interested in my channel on that level. Like I'm gonna be a real.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, I think I know that it is a catch 22 to be open and to also be like, you know, I know that sometimes my approach may seem a little like, damn, well, why you sharing this or that? I'm not ashamed of myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not ashamed of who I am. I've learned from the mistakes I've made. You know what I mean? I learn from them every day. So that's what I'm saying. Let's go. I'm ready to spread love and peace like
You,
African Care Bears.
yeah. You know, at this age, you have to like. Why would you even be scared not to be yourself or to do that? And I think that
I know a lot of women my age that are still struggling with who they are.
yeah, because
I feel blessed that I'm able to even
yeah,
get to that place.
and I try to mentor some guys like who I know,
Yeah,
and as far as telling them, I say, yo, fam, you're gonna have to make her feel comfortable to be doing certain things. You
right.
know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like I try because I understand that from a fundamental sense.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I say, hey, fam, if you can't make her feel comfortable in her skin, she ain't gonna get naked in front of you, and she ain't gonna get,
Right.
you know
Cut
what I
the
mean?
lights out. I'm running in the bed, standing under the cover. Like,
Yeah,
right.
it's still women still have sex with the long shirt on.
Exactly. And that's what I mean. That's what I was saying. And you know what? And I wonder if you would agree with me. This is an
Mm,
interesting
mm.
theory I have. I feel like black men are prudes. Like y'all can be prudish at times, when especially when it comes to a woman who is open sexually. Y'all
I'm
get real different.
I'm gonna tell you why. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
We get prudish when we like you.
Yeah,
Because here's the thing,
but
we've
it's
all,
weird.
it
Like,
is it is weird. It is weird because we've always been taught what you do with the hoe on the street, you can't do with your wife.
right.
And I've been
Why not?
very and listen, I've been a very big component of that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I've
Oh
been like, if
my.
you know, I ain't gonna back in the days, if I was in love, nah, I don't want to put this thing in your mouth. Nah.
Why not? What's the
You,
point?
you see, but it just seems like if you're not like if you don't present yourself like
But
a,
nobody can see us. We in the house.
I understand that it's so
That's
freaking weird. Yeah,
wild.
it's so freaking weird where you know how like your wife not supposed to have sex appeal, but the whole on Instagram supposed to.
That's what I'm saying. Like I can't be a sexy wife, then I don't want to do it.
You
I'm
you
gonna be a sexy wife,
you
yo. Like
you,
that's
you
I'm just playing. Go ahead.
no,
I'm
you're right,
sorry.
but you see how I just broke that down to you where men
Yes,
who
I know. Men
yeah,
see them in two ways, as ladies and hoes.
yeah.
I was growing up, and I'm gonna tell you something, Hakeem. I know men yell that women don't understand men. I am very well versed in men. And I'm going to tell you why, because it's been the same thing since I was 13 years old. And my dad stood right in my face and said, you have only two choices. Men only see you two ways, as a lady or as a hoe. And if you decide, know that that's where they're going to keep you.
Yeah, yeah, that's a fact. Unless you meet somebody
And
who's
then my mama
self-aware.
came and added to it and said, but you can be a hoe for who you want to be a hoe for. And
Yeah.
so that those two dynamics is what kind of helped mold me in the sense of, if I can't be free with you, I don't want to be with you. And that's just it.
No, no, definitely. But I think that age, maturity, being self-aware, being cognizant of who you are as people, and to be open
But we
to
have to teach it so that it is, we have to show the example,
I
because this is what our society is. We talk about the kids. I'm sorry, and I'm gonna land here. We talk about the kids so much, but we're not showing them what that positivity looks like.
oh 100. Listen, most kids don't even know to see their parents kiss anymore.
Exactly. Like my parents used to kiss, they would dance in the house. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe,
Li-
yes, there's a little
li-
bit of no, I say this. I'm glad I didn't lose it.
You,
The
you,
optimism.
I never seen my mother and father kiss before in my whole life.
Oh my gosh, really?
I've never even seen them slept in the
Do you
same bed.
feel, oh, really?
I'm
Wow.
being.
How does that, but like, can I ask you a Dr. Phil question?
Mhm.
Like, how, how does that make you feel though when it comes to that? Is that what you feel that you want in your relationship?
No, at first I didn't. At first I just thought that's just how life was.
Right, of course.
But then also remember we had like a struggle love type situation where
Of course, a lot of us grew up that way. My parents were like that too. Yeah.
so you know what I mean we in as long as I could remember um we lived in a 2-bedroom apartment. All the girls lived in the room with my mama. All the boys lived in the room with me and my dad. It was me and my older brother.
Hmm.
We all shared one room together, and
Wow.
one room, and all the girls stayed in one room, and that's just how life been. That's as long as
Yeah.
I could.
Well, of course, because that's how it works. We come into it and we're imprinted by what's around us. Once we get old enough and we start see, if you are going out and you're in school or a job or whatever, you, of course, either that perspective is going to make you more curious, or it's going to push you, back deeper into what you've learned, and that's more comfortable for you. And
So
I, you know what I'm saying, that's how it happens, I think.
so a lot of my early relationship had failed because of this same reason. You feel
Okay,
me?
the affection, the
The
lack of
affection. I
affection.
was very, very not affected, very, very not affected.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I
because
want you to highlight her statement before I hone in on what I'm about to say because
yeah,
it's going to
yeah.
open
Because
up
hold
your
on.
mind.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna play my song because I gotta step away real quick.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna read her chat. Interesting. So why are men these days marrying women who display whole behavior? Why are conservative women not valued versus these so-called baddies? King Hakeem, please explain. All right, great, perfect. You
Yeah.
got it. And I'm gonna be right back. Go ahead, y'all got it.
So most men, even the most conservative men, have a certain kind of appetite for certain things that they will not display. And we want from an emotional level and a physical level, we want somebody to suck dick, get wild, do anal, spit out, all that type of stuff. Now, from an optic point of view, we want our wife to look very prestigious. We want to say, hey, I need her to look like a Michelle Obama. I need her to make me look good. But in the back, Suki Hana is what we do. But here's the counter effect of that. Suki Hana won't get married. She'll just be a play toy for rich people without even knowing. Same thing Marilyn Monroe was, and this and that. Unless you had so much sex appeal that a man had no choice but to marry you. So conservative women conservative women are put in a real bad space to the point where what the conservative men want is what the street niggas want at the same time. So it is a big disconnect for the women, because you think you are what the man that aligns with your ideologies and what he look, but his appetite for what he wants behind closed doors is a little bit different. And this is why, you know what I mean, the world don't see what he wants, because he'll play the game and marry you and stuff like that, but still will want to sleep with the girl at the office, but still will want to sleep with the mail lady, but still will want to freak the person down the block. You know what I mean? Look at the police officer in Maryland who was caught with a hood girl in the parking lot, not knowing he was being filmed. His wife was a very prestigious person. You know what I mean? What happened to acting like a woman in the streets and a freak in the sheets? Conservative woman can suck a mean D. I appreciate you explaining this. No, most definitely. So here's the funny thing is, Lady Royal, you gotta find men who are self-aware of that. You know what I mean? And I think that and I'm gonna be real honest and tell you this, a lot of men are not comfortable talking to conservative women about things because they think it'll be a turnoff. I think it's a point where, like, even me, if let's say for instance, I meet you and I'm an intelligent person and we're kicking it. I'm not gonna let you know certain things because I already think like, yeah, she might think I'm a weirdo ass nigga if I tell her that, yo, what kind of positions you like to do. Now, don't get me wrong, conservative men are not gonna approach it like that. The guys who have no filter was like, yo, you eat ass, you do this and that. You know what I mean? Because I'll do that for you. But a man who's making $250,000, he's on that same tip, but he'll be a little bit apprehensive to have that conversation with you because there's a certain type of image he wants to display with you. You know what I mean? To be like, you want to know something? She's wifey material, but this side I'm gonna just keep that locked in, or I'll do what most rich men would do. And you know, we're talking about people who make the kind of money who women desire, the 6 feet, the 6 figures. These guys, and not all of them, they want certain things, but we're just too scared to have those conversations with the woman, to not being shamed or feared. Because here's the thing, women have complained about men bringing up sex too early or too late. And a lot of women are very big on energy. So if you've been on this energy where you ain't treat me like a hoe in the beginning and I'm your wife, why are you trying to introduce this to the bedroom? I met a lot of women like that. And then, to be honest with you, there's been some women who are very prune about sex in the sense
Okay,
where,
I'm back. Keep going, sir. I got you. But I just
yeah,
wanted to let you know I was here.
like I dated somebody one time who was a director of a charter school at one point. You feel me? And very intelligent, 3, 4 degrees. I'm talking about, like, I was like, damn, a street nigga like me bagged this. You feel me? You know what I mean? I've always been a very good conversationalist. I can, you know what I mean? I can be very,
Yeah.
very engaging. And she was like, and when I told her, oh, I didn't, at that time, I didn't have my, and funny enough, here's the funny thing is, she the one who had inspired me to go back to school. You feel me? But when it came to our interactions,
That's
when it,
awesome though. That
yeah, oh,
y'all, you know what I mean? That, and sometimes, can I just add and say
yeah,
that sometimes people come in your life for a reason or a season.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
No,
But go ahead.
definitely.
You got
I
it.
will always put respect on her name, that I can't never say that she didn't entice me to go back to school and entice me to do better. But here's the thing. When it came to, I still had a sexual appetite about stuff that she could not meet.
But see, here's the thing. If we were honest about sex in our relationships, instead of you, like I told you, we want to pretend, black folks, and
Mm,
we can be very, very prudish and conservative when it comes to these things. When it comes to sexual gratification, when it comes to sexual attraction, want, desire, lust, what your fantasies are, we don't really have those outlets to talk about those releases, which are actually healthy for you. It's not like it's just self, like it feel good if you're doing it right, but I'm saying it also, people who have sex on a regular, they live longer.
100%. But let me break something down. What
Not
happened?
nobody that's being a hoe by themselves. I'm talking about a couple, like
Yeah.
people, the
No, no,
people that's
no,
healthy.
no. You're
Yeah.
right. But let me explain, and I'm only giving you
Yeah, go ahead. You got it.
an image to what certain men have gone through, and this is why certain people would dispel from dealing with women who are too educated, dispel from dealing with women who are too bossy or too on a boss chick. So here's the thing: I'm dating somebody who literally ran a school, and you know what I mean, and mind you, I'll give it to you 100. Fucked with me really, really hard. Gave me money. Was letting me drive her car. She was supporting a dream of an aspect. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Isn't that the support that we talk about in relationships? Like, I guess that's the thing. If you did, you feel you weren't worthy
no,
of
no,
what
no.
she was doing?
No, not that, not that. I want to get back to the point.
Oh, okay,
But
go
yeah,
ahead.
there's a point. No, that was wonderful. That's why I say I love all of that about her. But when it came to the aspect of sex, it was not that good. She ain't something no D, but she wanted me to eat her out. When I wanted to flip her over at 2 a.m., I gotta go to work in the morning. But you know what I'm saying? Like it was just a lot of inconsistencies. And then I got like, and then it got so bad, and I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I started fucking with a chick out the projects.
Well, yeah, you're going to go somewhere and get, like I said,
And
that release is necessary for you. I know we make it sound so seedy and trifling, but again, if this is a great example of, even though you wanted to communicate this to her,
I,
and she wanted to be that for you, y'all didn't, y'all weren't able to talk this part through. That's what I meant about that roadblock.
she said, I thought it was what they do. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
salute Born Rich Club, Scrap the Skrilla. Thank you, welcome for blah, blah, blah. Shit, it's early and late for me. I've been running my mouth for hours now. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you and everything else. Go ahead, Hakeem. Go
Yeah,
ahead,
yeah,
Hakeem.
yeah, yeah. So here's the thing. I didn't verbally express it. I tried to introduce them and they just wasn't with it. So I'm telling you, and I wanted to touch on this. So here's the thing about why a lot of men complain about Suki Hana and Sexy Red.
Okay.
We're just mad that it's out in the open.
Why?
You don't
Y'all
want
been
that.
talking about it all this time?
Listen. Not the conservative nigga, the street niggas. We loving it.
Yeah, of course.
The street. Now I'm talking about. Listen. I'm talking about the men who are making six figures, the IT niggas. They been like, damn. You let these Pookie and Ray niggas a lot gas you up.
I'm sorry. The Pookie and Ray Rays.
Hold
Why
on
we
1 minute.
do them?
What's up?
Yeah.
The
Hey,
tire-
Scrap the Skrilla. We just talking about
what time is it? It's 8 o'clock.
no, they nasty.
Matter of fact, the tire place might open at 9 o'clock. You got cash on you? They
Not
don't
that
take.
good. Ooh,
They don't
child,
take
I'm
no.
sucking
They
D
don't
in
take
the
no cash. They don't take card, baby.
girl. When it's on
You got to
regular
take cash.
tab.
You got to take cash. So here's the thing though.
Yes. Mhm.
Huh? You said they take cash out? They don't take cash out. They take cash. You know, these are Spanish poppies, baby. You got to have straight cash.
I was going to say, yeah, they want that cash. That
Yeah.
CASH.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Most men are.
Scraps. Hold on, I'm sorry. Scraps. So what is it? I don't know. How am I saying it wrong? Scrap Skrilla the Rilla. Second time you butcher my name. I'm so sorry. You gotta come up and tell me how to say it. My bad. Go ahead, Hakeem. You got
Yeah.
it.
So most men are mad that it's just so out in the open. Because here's the thing, though. And here's the thing, and this is maybe where it's an oxymoron, and
Yes.
we don't like, here's the thing, that the stuff we're talking about, I'm telling you, this is locker room talk. Most men want freaks, but that's some shit I tell to my homeboy. I want that
I
shit
don't
out in the
believe they
open.
do.
No, I'm telling you something on a real.
Oh,
Like,
I understand.
yeah,
I
yeah,
get what
like,
you're saying.
you know what I mean? So, and then we also, the men who are conservative,
Yes.
and I have to preface that because people like regular guys and street guys, they don't mind the Suki Hanas and the
But it
sexy red
is the conservatives that's making the most noise, though. The
that
conservative men are out here making, it's a conservative black men are
yeah.
out here making the most noise. But then you cannot explain to me, then what is a woman supposed to do? I've been asking that all day. Can't
So,
nobody say, well, what I want her to do is X, Y, and Z. Just admit you want a woman who can be a lady. You don't want nobody to know that she can suck your dick from the back. Like, I mean, okay, just say that.
so conservative black men
Excuse
are no
me.
different than a lot of educated black women. There's a certain image that they want to portray. You feel me? And there's a certain type of silver lining that wants to be kept in that. And plus, a lot of us think that we don't want this type of. So what? Listen, what I want in the bedroom, I don't want that shit out in public. Plus, I don't want my daughters to be aware of things like that. Now, mind you, this is a conversation that we won't have with our daughters and our
Yes, I
nieces,
know.
and that
Yes.
because you want to know something, we want to try to prop them up as a queen,
Yes, and
prop them up.
then we
It,
get our balloons busted because niggas out here ain't on that. You ain't no queen to them.
now, listen here. To regular guys, you have to expect that they want that. But to the guys that these women are fiending for, we talking about the respiratory therapists, the paralegals, the guys who own the trucking companies,
Yeah.
the guys, you know what I mean? And I want to preface this to say these are the guys who are not saying what regular men are saying on an everyday basis. Nah,
But
give me a freak bitch.
but
Come on,
Hakeem,
mm,
let me ask you a question.
uh,
With all that said, which I completely respect, I get
yeah,
it. Here's where the hypocrisy lies for me.
mm, mm,
It's almost as though y'all think that because a woman is can be a lady and have a sexual appetite, that the next day she gonna be Sukiana. She gonna start rapping about how we get it down.
no,
No.
no, but
So these aren't, but hold on, Hakeem, hold on. I'm blown away always by the fact that these women, and not you, so please know this, but
no,
maybe
I
you
know
can
that.
help me
Yeah,
understand. Again, it goes back to what I said. That's why I don't put stock in what men say, because it's like, okay, yeah, you telling me that this is the type of woman you want, but y'all always prop up the women that you say are loose and lascivious, the Jezebels of the community, but yet and still you got the handmaidens in the back being good and doing all the things, but y'all don't want us. Y'all are attracted or pulled toward those type of women, and when they wear you out and take your money, now here you come looking like a wet dog, and we supposed to be okay and help you become a man again. And I think a lot of men have that attitude. You want to taste it, go taste it, but you better know it's just like what should you say, if you ain't a ghost pepper eater, then don't take your ass over there trying no ghost peppers if you ain't prepared. Now if you just want to jump in and try it, hey, by all means. But I do believe it then hinders a woman's ability to be comfortable with you because you've already got these parameters for her. Okay, so you don't want people to know our business. That's understandable. It's not like she gonna go outside in some Daisy Dukes and be like, "This is how I give it to Hakeem." Do, 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 do. But that's how y'all talk about it out here. Like that's what women are doing, and y'all know that that's not true.
so I'm gonna preface this and say this: when you're with somebody and they get with you for a particular reason, and
Yes.
there's things that we do behind closed doors, we kind of don't want you to exhibit none of that behavior out in public.
If I am okay, so let me ask you this. Yes, I use myself because I'm
Yeah.
not speaking for
Mm-hmm.
every woman.
Mm-hmm.
I am a woman who, if I get dressed up and go out, it's gonna cause a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody is talking to me. Somebody's looking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, it's a boost to your ego that people find you attractive. However, it becomes a problem when you have a man who's insecure about it. It's a problem when you have a man that's trying to keep you in the house like a bird. See, these are the things that I wish men would talk to each other about how they manage that.
No, we
Because it's like if if I'm going out and I am like I'm not a person that's gonna dress like you're not gonna catch me in no Daisy Dukes and a crop top. Like you don't feel me? But you might catch me in a form fitted dress if I'm out doing what I gotta, running to the store or whatever like that.
um
Yes.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Yeah, the form fit dress is nice, but here's the thing.
Yes.
Those conversations it's just not public. Listen,
No, I don't think they have them
no,
because
no,
it'd
no.
be too much drama.
Listen, it's drama when if you're talking to a man and you want to talk to him about that directly, he feels like that conversation is not privileged for a woman. That ain't none of your business. That's something I tell to my niggas because I know you can't handle it. Because as soon as a nigga
Well,
tell
then
you
we
something
not
that
gonna be in a relationship because I don't want you talking to me like that. First of all,
no, yeah,
unless we role playing like that, I don't
yeah,
like
we
all
will.
that
But
aggression. You gonna have to turn it down. Like
you see what
nah.
I'm saying? Listen, but this is how we talk to men. The real know what he said. He said that's an extreme. It's all about how you feel and conduct yourself outside. He even said it. We want you to be as prissy as that. But here's the thing,
Oh
man.
Lord.
Listen, every single day, them conversations is had in the locker room, at the cigar
But you
shop.
need to be having them with your women.
No, 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 no. Listen here, because it time and time again, it has been proven to us when some of these things when some of these things are spoken to certain women, it blows up in our face.
Well, that
It,
is just the luck of the
it,
draw, baby.
and listen here, I
Yes.
get called 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning by my friends sometimes telling me about problems that go inside their house, and I'm left with a dilemma.
What is the dilemma?
I'm not
If
in
you
a
can,
I'm not in a relationship to be giving you advice. They was like, oh,
why? Why
listen, listen.
not?
No, because you want to know why? If
Why?
the advice blows up, it's gonna come back to me.
That's a luck. That's just what you. I mean, that obviously they coming to you, Hakeem, because they trust what you say.
They do. But here's the thing, though. I'm still Genghis Khan that time, and I might say, and listen here, like I give you an example.
Yes.
My homeboy is married to this girl. They both go to a church that I've been invited to, but
Yes.
her Instagram came on my feed. I called him up. I say, man, why she got that shit on the Instagram? He say, fam, I can't.
Oh boy.
I say, you see, I'm giving you an example. This is how.
No. I just said, oh boy, because I heard the conversation. Like I've heard that argument. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. I said, yo, fam, yo, she a mama of 2 kids. You gonna let her have that shit on there like that, my nigga? This how I'm talking to him. He said, Hakeem, but bro, I can't tell her what to wear. I say, nigga, you ain't running your household.
Oh boy.
Now, mind you,
Wow.
I'm giving you some locker talk. I say, nigga, you not running your household. It's
Yes.
me, Twan, and them. Seen her. Twan already say he gonna push up on her. He said, but tell him don't disrespect my household. Nigga, tell her to
But
take that shit down.
but can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So you mean to tell me this woman is sitting in the house with her man, nobody else, just her and her man. And because she got some pictures up on Instagram and the nigga said he want to push up on her, that's a problem. That's not her fault.
No, so
But then it comes back, and the only reason I say that, Hakeem, and I'm not trying to be
no, and I'm agreeing
funny,
with
I'm saying, then why then it turns out to be the woman's fault because she got to go take her pictures down because the nigga can't control himself.
and it's funny to say, and it's just the way we're wired at times. There's certain men who unknowingly have attributes of certain religious fundamentalists at
That's
times.
what we was talking about earlier.
No,
Exactly.
100%. Now, mind you, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was Muslim for quite some time.
Right.
So
I was raised in it, so I got what
so
you're
so, so
saying. The
you understand.
nation. Yeah, I was
I
raised in
was
the
in a
nation.
nation, and then I was Sunni for
Hmm.
quite some time. So I've been on dates with women who had the hijab on
Yeah.
with the cover of the face. And listen
Hmm.
here, I wasn't able to be in the date by themselves.
Exactly.
Their wali had to be there. So
Uh-huh.
I'm coming from that perspective, and I'm saying to myself, okay, but I seen her with she had took a and let me tell you, if I give you the context of what the picture was on,
Yeah, I'm down. Yeah, I'm down
yeah,
to
yeah.
take it.
So it was like a picture of her in a bikini, but she wasn't at the beach.
Okay. Was she
So,
proud of her? Like, was this a
you
weight
see,
loss photo
no, no,
or
no, no, no. It don't. You see, I know you weren't about. I know you
the
weren't in.
details? Okay, my bad. Go ahead.
I know you weren't about how she felt, but a lot of men weren't about how it gonna make us look in public.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm
And
aware.
women, and I know y'all don't get that. You say I want to feel good, but we're
I
so
do get that. I do get that. That's why I'm
okay. Thank
asking
you.
you because my father was that way. He was very conservative, but yeah, how he treated my mother behind closed doors was totally different. You know, my dad was a touchy feely PDA type of dude. We used to see him fill my mom butt up in the grocery store, like those type of things. But my mother was a very conservative woman. My
Yeah.
mom was more conservative than my dad.
Mhm.
You know, so I get it, and I think that's funny though because two conservative people and they produce a child that's like, I don't give a fuck. Like that. It's a struggle. And it's a struggle, especially in the black community and dating black men, because
Look,
I know for me, I have had horrible arguments with men in my life because of fluidity or just that, okay, I don't I don't see it that way, you know, or I'm
okay.
not
Look
what?
what the scrap the
Go
realist
ahead.
just said. Look
What
what
he
it,
say?
look at
He
that
said,
comment.
"No, you represent me out here." So no.
You
Of course, I
you
get that
you
part.
see. Listen, 99% of men think like that,
I know y'all do. I
and the
know.
problem is we clash. Women clash at that because it makes me emotionally feel good. No, you out here and niggas know you attached to me. They seen you in a bikini. I gotta hear that from somebody. Just like my
Why does
man's.
that bother you
No,
so much though?
you don't
Like it's a book.
you listen.
That's what I'm
Listen.
trying to understand.
No,
Like,
I'm gonna explain to you.
okay.
Just as women are so important with their social groups, because a lot of y'all girls like to be in groups, men have their social groups, and
Yes.
how we perceived amongst our peers is important
Right.
to us, just
Uh-huh.
like how you perceive. A woman who don't have kids will feel inadequate around women who don't have kids.
But
And
I
no, uh-huh,
oh, you saying it in general. Okay, go ahead.
in
I'm sorry.
general. So when a man, if he has a doctor friend, a lawyer friend, or Demarcus who owns 6 barbershops down the street, he say, fam, and he goes in there get his cut. Hey fam, I seen your lady on Instagram with that, and you already heard it from Twan, and you already heard it from Della Reese. And he say,
Mm.
fam, I'm gonna keep it a Billy with you. My girl synced it, and she wasn't really too happy about it.
Oh wow.
You know what I mean? And he was like, but fam, I gotta let my woman do her thing. But I'm gonna keep it a Billy with you, fam. That don't what we ain't on that over here. We're not on that. And to disconnect him from his peer group, we all need our peer groups. And sometimes we're with around the people who represent our values and
Of
ideologies.
course.
But here's the thing. To go against that is going to get saying who you are as a person at times to be like, then you could say,
Mhm.
just go find new niggas to hang with. That's what some women to say, oh, I don't want you to be around them niggas. But okay,
Hey, them is your friends. They ain't got nothing to do with me.
yeah, but if your woman does something that counteracts what he believes in, but he's trying to make you happy, to say, I'm going to allow her to do this, even though it makes me look bad in front of my friends and my family.
But
You
are
can
they but if this is a cultural thing and this
no,
is so important, why don't men say that instead of acting out the way that they do?
let's say it's a cultural thing. Most men who make money, I'm trying to tell you, I'm talking about men with money because a street nigga don't mind.
That's
A
not
re-
true though.
li-
And I have to say that, Hakeem, I've the men in my life that I've dated, and just from my experience, I know that at least a few men that I personally know that, yeah, it didn't matter. They was still on the same thing that you talking
oh
about, and
yeah,
they was working regular jobs. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's just all about how the man sees himself and sees the world.
yeah, but then you also got to understanding a man and what he wants. Then you're understanding on how to love him,
Of
the right,
course.
and then that must mean what you're willing to suppress and what you're not willing to suppress. Because here's the thing:
Exactly.
men
Hmm.
suppress a lot in a relationship
And
to
they
make,
shouldn't.
and we do to make women happy. Because fully being ourselves is going to complicate the relationship
That is
100%.
exactly why I'm single, Hakeem.
You know what I mean? Because I ain't gonna lie to you. I've suppressed a lot of things to make
I
people
don't,
happy.
but that's my thing though. This is my point. I don't want someone in my life that feels they have to suppress who they are with me. And
So
I think that is where, and I say that in all honesty, like for real, I'm not on any of that. Like let us be peaceful. Let us enjoy each other. Let us learn each other. Let's talk to each other. Now that might sound boring to one man and it might sound interesting to another, but ultimately it is because I am free with myself. So it would make sense for me to be with a man that's comfortable with himself as well. We ain't got those problems.
I want to.
He's all, you know what I'm saying? He's all right. I'm all right. He might
Yes,
wear the gray sweatpants outside. I don't care because he
you're.
coming back here to me.
I love that, but I want to answer something with Lady Royal Simple. She
Let
said
me see. She
to,
said which one? To sum
to
it up, is that it? To sum it up, men care way too much about what others thinks. Got it. Except the person whom he lays with. Ooh, yeah,
but you, listen, no,
kinda.
no, no, listen. You're walking into a dangerous ground because we could say the same.
Why?
Listen. We could say the same thing about women who
That's
don't.
true though.
We could say that, who don't tell who they fucking because he don't make enough money.
Well, it just like you
Or
fucking because you're not getting any intimacy.
but here's the funny thing is
You go,
y'all would never
yeah,
know that.
that is not true. Y'all the
Y'all would,
worst at
listen,
cheating.
listen. Y'all will never know that the only time we get exposed is when the other person
You
catches
can
too much.
feel it. We ignore it.
When the other person catches too much feeling, he's somebody to put the books out
Nah.
on these niggas.
That's right, Lady Supremus. I'm sorry, Hakeem. I know me and you agree on so many things, but this one I just disagree. If you can't be vulnerable with me, then we can't be together.
We got to go through hell for me to be vulnerable with you, baby.
No, we don't have to
I
go
got
through
you. Got
hell.
listen. You gonna have to prove to me that you were locked in for me to let you see that
If you
dark
don't get
matter.
out of here talking about locked in,
Yeah.
okay, listen, first of all,
Listen. Listen. For me to be locked in with you, you gonna have to go
yeah,
through hell and back. I gotta know.
no,
I gotta
I
know
don't
you
think
with
it's
this for
that.
real. Cause let me
I
tell
don't
you
think
something.
so.
Cause
Yeah,
when I easily given it out, I've been disappointed.
but
You want
it's
this?
not. It's hold on, Hakeem. I
Mm.
think you think that
Woo.
just because a woman is open to your vulnerability, that it's gonna be easy for her to use it in any other way other than to love you more, to understand you more. If that woman has that capacity, allow her to give that to you because that's a gift a lot of women have, but they have not been able to give to a man because if you suppressing shit, then we can't be together because you're not even being your full self. I
Yeah.
don't want to be in a relationship where I'm walking on eggshells. It's not happening. It's just not happening. So I had to make a decision. Either I'm gonna be single and wait and find the person I want, whether it's I'm old or young or whatever. I would rather experience it the way it should be than to be with somebody just to be with somebody. I'm not that lonely. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I'm not because I would rather you be comfortable with me. I want you to want to come home and tell me about your day. I want you to want to talk to me. We just sitting there, or we don't say shit at all, or we just go anywhere, be like, where we going on a trip, babe? Blah, blah, blah. Like there are people who live that life, and I know that it exists. So it's like, whether or not, let's say if it was you and I, okay,
Mm-hmm.
you got some shit going on. I know how to be patient if I'm really trying to be with you.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, again, that comes with knowing yourself. That comes with being comfortable with you, loving yourself, whether people think it's cringe or it's corny or whatever. If you, when the lights is off and you are by yourself, who are you? And if you are comfortable with that person, then you can be in a relationship with somebody else. I don't think you can if you're doing anything else other than that. Because I can't get away from me. So either I love this, all of it, bumps, rolls, dips, the whole nine, scars, whatever it may be. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I was on that path, that fucking Donna Reed step for wife shit. Like, I was in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be the perfect black woman for the perfect black man. I love you, black man. I'm gonna do whatever you ask me to do. You're right. That shit get old like quick. I'm rough around the edges. I'm not a prissy lady. I can get dressed. I can go in a boardroom. I can talk some shit. I could go to the opera. I could go to the barbecue. I could sit around looking like a straight ass bum, looking at cartoons, playing video games, and eating Captain Crunch out the box. But a person in my life has to be willing to be that vulnerable with me. And it has nothing to do with us using it against each other. It's about creating that comfortable space.
So I love that you say that, and I want you to read Lady Royal Tempest comment real quick.
I shall. Let me take a quick break. I hope everybody's enjoying it. I see we going, the numbers is going up and going down. I'm excited. I probably should take my ass to sleep, but I made it to 500. Thank y'all very much. We're going to do something special about that. But I wanted to just give a shout out to everybody in the room. And thank you so much for coming in. My guest, Mr. Hakeem
Right
from
here,
Zamunda.
I can't
I
complain.
appreciate his input and conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And if y'all love me, I know y'all have already, but if you can, donate a little bit. Throw a sister a cup or two, uh, you know, because I'm still on my last legs trying to get to that last part of the land. But anyway, I hope you guys really are enjoying the conversation. And if you can support, like, share, comment, and subscribe, and let's keep it going. You got it, Mr. Hakeem. And we're gonna read her comment. She said, I have men friends who are super vulnerable with me. I have never used what either of them have told me to belittle them. If that's the case, why are men being vulnerable with these loudmouth baddies? Ooh, I like it.
Um, you want to know what's the funny thing about the baddies or like a hood chick? They don't tend to throw certain things in their face when they're in anger, and I can attest to that. To a point when you deal with somebody who is just as intelligent as you, to trying to make a point, you do this. The
But
worst thing
isn't
you
that a trait though, Hakeem? Every person doesn't have that trait to be a complete
we,
asshole and
we
try to
don't
throw up stuff in your face.
we don't know that until we get into an argument
Well,
with
of
a woman.
course. Yeah. Do
We
you
don't know.
stay once you know how
Oh
she
no,
handled
no,
it?
no. We don't know. Let me tell you what happened one time.
I'm down.
So sometimes one person had brought up my mother's name, mentioned my mother in the conversation. I never talked about him. I said, "Why are you mentioning my mama for? You know you can get your face breaked in for that." The
Oh
last thing you should
my.
listen. The last thing you do is bring up touchy things that is very important to a man, and his mother's one. That's the worst thing to ever try to make a
And
comparison
do
to.
you mean in like, okay, so let's get, if you don't mind, I need a little context with that. When you
Um,
mean bring up your mother in a disrespectful way?
So I forgot what the thing is. I think she was like, "Oh, I'm not your mama to be doing that," and I'm like, "Hey, check this out. Why did you
Oh, okay, I got you.
like?"
Okay, like, don't be, go do it yourself. I ain't your mama. Da 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 da. I got you. Okay.
Yeah. I need a King Hakeem as a rotation man.
Yes, he is. I'm be thankful when he come through because he a busy man.
Yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
out here working hard, so
Two
he come
jobs,
through when he can.
and I'm managing young niggas in the house.
That's
I'm
it. There you
bossing niggas
go.
up. Yeah, I want to be here. So
Hmm.
so the thing is like, you know what I mean, you get in these situations and it's kind of hard, and this is why you have people like me who checked out of dating sometime because of that same point of what Lady Royal Temper said of being vulnerable. I've had people
I
even
know.
I've dated some girls who even threw my podcast in my face.
Well, that is because again, let me
It
ask you this question. Hold on, real
mhm,
quick, Hakeem.
mhm,
We're gonna switch. Let's
yeah.
switch gears real quick,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
we could go back. We'll go back.
Mhm,
As a man,
mhm.
right? Have you ever taken stock in the type of women that you attracted or that you were attracted to and why you were attracted to those women?
Okay. Younger, yes, but since I've been over, I've been hand specifically dealing with certain type of people. I don't
Certain
just
type of women or certain type of.
certain type of women. So I
So
don't
can you expand a little bit on the type of women now that you find intriguing? You know what I
um
mean? To even go to the level of, oh, let me at least discover and see how far. You feel me?
um I love somebody who seems very genuine. I love somebody who's not really very genuine. I love somebody. I'm a very big conversationalist. So somebody who knows how to have a conversation, but not but depending on what type of conversations I'm having with you. Like if you say something like off the wall in a conversation that seems like, hey, this is a little bit cringy, I just won't talk to you no more. I like somebody who's family oriented. I like somebody who has some type of empathy for people who care, and I like somebody who has a hobby. And I preference this and say, if you have a hobby, then that also lets me know that you take your personal time serious. You feel me?
Oh, I got you. You know how to manage yourself.
You know how to manage it, just because I have hobbies that I do that I don't share with people.
Of
That I,
course not. Those
you
are
know what I
your
mean?
hobbies.
Those are my
Hmm.
hobbies. So but if I'm talking to you and we're sharing and stuff like that, then I could say that's this. So and then when we're talking, you know what I mean, I do this in brackets. We'll have a 2 week period, a month, then a 6 month period. Some people don't even last a 2 week period.
Some people don't even last 2 hours.
Yeah. So and when we get past the 6 month, and this is with true statement, there was a thing that Jill Scott put out. She said after 6 months, if we don't know where we're going, we're just ending it. And this usually I'm like that too. So um so
Well, yeah, if it's not going nowhere, yeah, I agree. Yeah, I've ended relationships like that as well. Like, why are we doing this? I don't want to just hang out with you. Like, I can do that. If it's no, I think for me, my reasoning for walking away too, and to your point is, if it's not going to be genuine, if you're not going to be vulnerable, if it's all about you conquering me, then we got some issues, and those are those roadblocks I was talking about.
so here's something about men, and I'm going to share you. Not all men. A lot of men know not to bring stuff up that women tell you because we'll never hear it again. Because you're gonna say, "Okay, damn, you brought this in my face." But
No,
no, no, no.
no.
No. I'm just telling you how certain men are like. Just
Yes.
you know, what I mean? And I know you might say no, but I'm telling you for the large majority of.
Well, no, I'm not saying that. I just want to make sure the audience
Oh,
know.
okay. It's like an
Not,
experience.
yeah, like
Yeah.
when I say it, it's not because I don't believe you or I'm disagreeing. I just be like, oh no, you know what I'm saying? So I that's
So
just a thing I do. Go ahead,
so
sir.
so to go back what you're saying. So I've been very careful on the type of women that I try to talk to. Now, I don't know these people are like that until we get into a situation.
That's
Cause
it.
because sometimes you get into this puppy love stage, and after you get into the when the fairy dust wore out, people real feelings come out. So when we get into it, and this is how when you start to tell people when we get into a real argument, I'm very big now where I learned that you talk about this, and we've all talked about this. If you
Hmm.
do something that's not fixable,
Right.
because everything
Irreversible. Like,
irreversible, there's
yeah,
nothing to
you don't.
fix on that. When you
Right.
throw something in my face, I know you're gonna do it tomorrow.
Exactly. The trust is broken.
And then I'm walking away for that.
It's
So
already fractured because you already doing stuff. You don't got nothing else to say but to throw up something I've shared with you. It's that little kid, I'm trying to hurt you
yes, or I
because I
share
don't got nothing to say. So I'm gonna try to hurt you. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
one,
Been there, done that.
or I show you something that's very therapeutic to me. So me doing a podcast is therapeutic. I like
Right.
talking to people. So
Yes.
when you throw that in my face and I tell you
Like
that
it's a
this,
bad thing.
yeah, like it's a bad thing,
Okay.
or you're
Okay.
trying to get a point across, I say, baby girl, you don't use something that I care for dearly that has nothing to do with you to throw that in my face. Now you're setting a precedent that only going to make you lose with me. Now, mind you, I can admit that I'm wrong in the situation that we're going through. Because here's the funny thing is, the situation me and this person was going through, I was at fault. I was telling her, I agree with you. I am sorry. But then they're starting to gaslight with certain situations that was bringing up. I said, oh, I didn't know you was like that. You bringing up, oh, you ain't never told me this. You
Well,
bringing up
that
shit.
again, that's what I was talking about,
Mm,
Hakeem. Men and their discernment. What characteristics are you looking for? And yes, you're absolutely right. You don't know how a person's going to react to certain things. We don't have any control over that. However, there are always signs in how people handle shit, whether it's little, and that could be because I'm a person that I'm overly detailed. Does that make sense?
yeah, yeah, definitely.
Uh,
But you see,
Go ahead, you got it.
not a lot of it. But I want you to read her comment because she did have. I want read this comment. She said, mm, "Lady,
I
lady, what?
have. This is the one, right? I have men who have shared things with me. I have men who have shared things with me, feeling less than because of their penis size,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah,
Dealing with depression, not feeling good enough due to their job or education and level. And I'm gonna say this, and then you got it, Hakeem.
mm,
Men have a tendency to use their partners as psychiatrists and psychologists, and we're supposed to carry your load, my load, and if we have kids, that load too, the load of what the family's like, the load of work, all these things. And I think men, when we have these conversations, if you need to deal with your shit like that, it is important. Yes, let's talk about it. But if it goes beyond just us having a conversation and you need professional assistance with this, we should normalize that, especially in our community, because that helps, even if it's a few sessions or if it's just a coping skill that's introduced to better how we communicate with one another. Like that, I don't know why we just go so extreme. It's like hopscotch. It's like I'm not gonna hop over two, three, four, five, and six. I'm just gonna go from 1 to 10. And that's what we do about stuff like this. And I think that's detrimental. I think it hurts us more, and I think it hurts men more than they want to admit when they come at it with this whole a woman is going to throw it in my face. That's just the chance you take. We take those chances too with you.
no,
I don't know if you're going to throw some shit up in my face if you get mad, but there are signs. Like, you know how people joke with you, but the joke be kind of fucked up. Like, I've had dudes do that. Like, they'll make a joke and you be like, that's not a joke. Like, you believe that. And then they're like, oh, you being emotional. And then that's why we ended up breaking up, because them signs are there. All right, you got it. Because I got to get
yeah,
something to eat real
yeah.
quick. Go ahead.
And I understand that, but there's a lot of times some people can't pick up on signs. And some people are very well to disguise certain things until certain happen. You know what I mean? Like the person I'm talking about, I was very into. I cared about them a really lot. I thought they added so much value. But when it came to an argument, oh, that shit was on a whole nother level. You know what I'm trying to say? You said I said all that to say I can handle a vulnerable man. I do feel like men should go to therapy. It's confidential. Stop calling your unhealed homeboy for advice. Women too. You right. And listen here. You want to know something, Lady Royal Supremist? When a man goes to his homeboy, he knows what he's going to expect. You feel me? He doesn't know what his woman's going to expect because of the expectations of the relationship. And there's certain times your girl set a tone of what she's expecting for you and what you think that she ain't gonna be able to handle it. You know what I mean? And this is why when a man loses his job, he go to his homeboy. When a bill gotta be paid, and if his homeboy is the one fronting the bill, you know what I mean? I'm saying that because I've done it before. You know what I mean? When he goes out on a date and he's short a couple dollars and he wants to take the girl out to a good date, he's inboxing his homeboy, yo, fan, cash at me about a couple dollars. He said, yo, you on that date with that light thing? Nigga, I'm about to send you 300. Get it? This is why the trust between the friend is so impactful, and the friend has always been the emotional support he would want his woman to be. He just don't know his woman solid like that. And sometimes in a relationship, the woman will show that she's not solid enough to deal with that vulnerability you ask. Because let me tell you something. When we can cry to our homeboys and our homeboys will still take us back. We can have an outburst, our homeboy will still take us back. You see, you know what I mean? When listen. Listen. It's some niggas who done
I ain't
been.
say nothing. I promise. I'm
Listen,
listening.
it's some niggas that been to the hospital trying to find out they had a disease and they homeboys right there in the door with them. Because the thing is telling a woman that you know is going to be a nervous breakdown. You know what I'm trying to say? You wanted us to be vulnerable, but when you got it, you couldn't handle it.
I could handle it though, and
You
that's
can
my thing.
you
They
can
couldn't handle it.
You can handle it. Most women will flip over like pancakes.
So then that's why we got to teach a class.
You know what I mean? She said all the advice isn't good advice, especially if your homeboy's unhealed.
Yes.
I'm not saying you never should go to.
Misery loves company.
But listen, listen here. If
What
he
about the men who hate? Like,
listen,
hold on real quick, my bad.
yeah.
Because now it sounds crazy. My bad, guys. Hold on. I think I'm getting a cue that my stomach is making more noise than I am. So hold on.
Are you making some flapjacks?
Hold on, guys. I'm so sorry.
Can you make me some flapjacks?
Oh, we can do it all. Make some sausage, cut up some cantaloupe, get the grits out.
I like butter on mine.
Oh, me too. I like butter on mine. I like toast in a toaster. Oh, I love a good breakfast. And then we're gonna take a nap.
She said, "Why would you go to your homeboy for everything? There should be a balance. I'm not
Yeah, I
going
don't
to
understand what is our point then? Like, why
wait,
are we in a relationship together if your vulnerability is given to somebody else?
could,
I don't want that. I'm gonna
could,
be real with you.
could,
And yes, there are some women who don't give a fuck about y'all's emotions. I
yeah,
get it. Just like
but
there's men who don't care about women's emotions. But when I'm speaking to and I'm speaking to it from a human aspect, which is this. People ask me all the time, why am I single?
mhm. So
Because I haven't, because with everything that I've learned about relationships, about who I am as a person and what I want, I know that my pool, and it has nothing to do with age or anything, my dating pool is small anyway.
mm,
Because the majority of the time I'm getting, oh, well, you intimidate me, or I'm scared of you, or I'm called. And I'm gonna say this: do you know who American Rifleman is?
never heard of him. And with a name
So
like that, he sounds like an incel.
he got a special Mr. Johnson hello mustache. You know what I'm saying? That black guy, right?
Oh yeah.
So he says to me, "You're a temptress." And it made me laugh, and then it took me back to a time where I had another man tell me
Mm-hmm.
that I was a temptress. Well, you might as well just call me a tease if that's what you're saying. And not that I'm offended. It's just I have been called because of my ability to empathize or my ability to be patient. If I care about you, I'm going to want. I'm a person that loves hard. Does that make sense?
No, it
And it
does.
has nothing to do like with being like in your face all the time. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying that once I decide that I want you in my circle, I want you to feel comfortable. So I'm gonna share with you, be vulnerable with you. And yeah, I took a gamble a couple times. And this last time, I think it broke me. I won't even cry because I was in a place, the vulnerability level at that place. Because I know men say, and I understand where you're coming from, Hakeem, completely. Like I
Mm-hmm.
get it. However, I think sometimes just because it's only me right now, there's plenty of women who have gone through what I went through, which was to be in a relationship, your health goes down, and your man don't want you no more. That was my biggest fear because I watched my father do that to my mother. He would
Mm-hmm.
always leave her when she was sick.
Yeah. I can replace you. Why am I deal with a broken
He
mule?
didn't replace her. He just would
Not.
leave because he
He,
couldn't deal with. You got two young daughters. You're gonna leave
yeah.
your wife and your
Mm-hmm.
two young daughters, and she's
Yeah.
sick, right?
Yeah.
I've watched that happen over and over. So yeah, it was a fear of mine, and it actually came to fruition, and I'm glad
Mm.
that it did
Um.
because it allowed me to find out how strong am I, and me being honest with myself. I got health problems,
And
not the kind that would prevent me from having a good life, but I have to be very careful. I'm delicate, so to speak.
yeah. And I
So it's
think
like,
my bad. Go ahead.
no, go ahead. What you going to say?
No, no, you're right, and I think that that's being self-aware of identifying who's solid and who's not solid like
That's
that.
it.
And you know, I mean, you go through these dating phases, and you know, we all go through that. And this, but I wanted to go back and say, Lady Royal, you men do try women sometime to maybe we might put a test out there. We might put a little information out there to show a little bit vulnerability to see if the arena is there to take it there. A lot of
Hakeem,
yeah,
let me ask you a question. Yep, I'm being rude, y'all. I'm
yeah,
sorry
yeah.
because I'm
No,
getting
go ahead.
sleepy.
Be
I'm
be
sorry.
rude. Be as rude as you want to be, baby.
Stop it. Okay, anyway. Hakeem,
Yeah,
you almost made me forget my question. Hold on.
yeah.
So, when we have these conversations, right?
Mm-hmm.
My thing is the goal for us that's where I was going with it. So now Lady Royal Supremacist is not the only woman. I'm
Yep.
also a woman that men have always felt comfortable telling me their business.
Mm-hmm.
I've never, yeah, men, whether they wanted to date me or not, they felt comfortable enough to talk to me or tell me things that, I was in a middle, I was in the middle of a situation where somebody I knew was sleeping with both my friends.
Mm-hmm.
I knew him, he was my friend, and he was sleeping with my two friends, but they didn't know it though.
Mm-hmm.
And he came to me, and this was after it all had come out. And I asked him, I said, "Why did you do it?" And he simply looked at me and said, "Because she let me."
Oh,
And
okay.
I said, "Right." And I was like, you know, when you get the opportunity, and like I was telling you before, my father took me around other men.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't like men don't scare me. Like I've heard it before. You know what I mean? Like I'm not clutching my pearls. So it's like I know men want to have this secret. Women don't understand. We understand.
So I like that you and temperature, but I want to preface something. what your homeboy gonna tell you is different than what a nigga you sleeping with gonna
Of
tell you.
course, but
So
still
so so
intimacy.
you
Hold on,
understand that,
Hakeem.
but
Hold on. But in the definition, friends, okay, let's say for instance, and I'll give it to you this way. This is why I say I don't understand why in the relationship we should talk about being friends with each other. Because it's like when you look at that breakdown, let's say me and Lady Royal Supremacist go out of town together. Obviously, I trust her enough, right, to go do this with her, whether I've known her for 5 years or whether I've known her for 5 months, right? And we're friends. Nothing more, guys. Don't be creepy, but just friends, right? Well, let's say we go on this trip and she completely is turned out to be a complete ass. She steal my shit, leave, that kind of thing could happen. However, there is a certain level that we got to for me to trust her enough for us to go and do these things. Apply that within a relationship with a man. I'm into men. The
no,
characteristics of you being something I'm attracted to, we still have to get to that level of trust.
no,
Yes, yes, yes,
no,
yes,
baby
yes.
girl, no, baby girl.
Oh,
I'm gonna give it to you rugged and raw. Listen, if me and you not having sex, I'll tell you the world. But as soon as I'm fucking you, it's a different vibe.
see, that's why
And
I'm
I,
single,
and,
Hakeem, because I
and I
know
understand that.
that.
And I'm keeping it a Billy with you.
I know, and I
Li-
completely agree because
listen,
I know it's true. But
if
that's why, if I just don't want to be bothered with that. Like, why can't? No, if I can't have it that way, it's just not gonna happen.
you
I'm gonna
gotta
just
set,
keep it above.
you have to set the arena to make me feel comfortable to be like, if I
Yeah,
tell
I
her,
haven't either, Lady
yeah,
Roy.
if I had to set this up,
Yeah.
if you set this up,
Hmm.
if you set the arena, most men would take the bite. But here's the thing: what
Yeah.
your friend, your homeboy, who ain't sleeping with you, who
Yes.
ain't on top of you, he'll tell you the world because he knows that you ain't gonna look at him different and not gonna be tense later. But your woman, she's gonna have an expectation, and this is where that expectation of emotion has to be lowered at times for you to make a man feel comfortable to say, baby, I'm feeling weak today.
But that's what I'm saying. I personally, because I'm kind of getting away from this generalization conversation because it's like it don't make sense because it's all made up of anecdotal information from each person. That's how you even get to that place. So it's like for me, yeah, no,
Li-
I
li-
don't want to utilize what someone has told me to hurt them. And I think for me, because I've had it happen to me, and like you were saying earlier, I am that way too. Don't talk. There's certain ways. Don't talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, well, we need to change that tone before we get into this conversation.
listen.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Bu-
I'm already feeling a certain type of way. You know what I
you're
mean?
right,
So,
bougie Barbie. If you're not having sex, then you my homegirl.
well, but shouldn't you have male friends though, Hakeem?
No, you
I
should
have
have
male
you
friends.
should have male friends. But if we in a relationship, we're not having sex. We're friends.
Right. But I have friends who have, we done hung out, we done
No,
spent the night. Like there's nothing,
no, but
nothing has happened.
I'm telling this to Bougie Barbie in the context of if we're supposed to get together. But listen here, I want to ask Lady Royal Tempest. All them guys who told you things, was you sleeping with them? Did you sleep with any one of them?
That's the
And
count, huh?
that's the difference. Is you sleeping with one of them? And as
Okay.
soon as you sleep with one of them, that information starts to get
I
limited.
wouldn't sleep with
Cause,
one of
cause,
my friends. I know
listen,
the
because
women they've been
I
with.
understand that, but
Yeah.
because we brought the
I'm
whole
just
friend.
joking,
Yeah, I
Hakeem.
know
I'm
that.
just playing. Go ahead. I'm
You
sorry.
said don't have sex with them if they want the honesty. If you want
Yeah, like we can't, like, yeah, Hakeem, that's what you're saying though, babe. Like
oh,
you saying for us to get vulnerability from our men, we can't sleep with them.
no, listen. You can't sleep with them. You just have to create the arena for you. If the man you sleeping with, so he can feel comfortable and know that
But
the
that's
that
what I'm saying. If that arena has already been set up, women, there are some women who will do that, who have set it up. But if the man ain't comfortable in his own shit, like for real, if the dude has not dealt with his issues, if you got black men saying, I don't need therapy, I'm okay, I shook it off and walked it off, and then they don't realize that unconsciously that shit is coming out in their relationship, it is detrimental to
So,
everyone around us. And we see that it's coming out against the kids, against the women, against each other. And that's why I'm like, that makes no sense, because you can only suppress things so far until that shit pops.
so
That's the scary part.
it is the scary part. So, a lot of us come into this where there's an expectation of us having to be rock solid.
Yeah, but
And
what if I'm telling you that my expectation of you is this: there are going to be days that you're going to be strong, and there was days that you're going to be weak, and I am here to say that I'm here for the party.
that's
Because
cat.
if I'm saying these things to you, if I'm
That
showing them, not just saying, but actions are matching, you still have men who resist that, and they ain't even talking to their homeboys.
that
Like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know.
no, that's cat. She said, should you have the arena before you have sex, King? No, you got to have the arena before and after you have sex. The arena
But
has
they
to be
ain't gonna
set.
tell you nothing.
The arena has to be set there. It's going to be a little bit mean a minute, because here's the thing: most men will give you a little bit bait bougie to see where your head is at. Hey, I've been locked up before. Like
Yeah,
what?
I don't like
Like
that.
like I understand that, but here's the thing: if you had traumatic experience of dealing with women who throw shit in your face, or you ain't nothing but a jailbird.
But I'm just saying, okay, I got
You
that
you, you,
part.
you know what
But
I mean?
you're
And then
already putting that. You're doing exactly the thing that black men say they don't want women to do. You bringing your shit into the relationship.
you won't know that though. How would you?
Yeah,
You won't know that. I
yes.
never said anything.
You
You
don't
won't.
have to. It's gonna
You
come
won't
out
know
in the
that.
conversations.
You won't know. You won't know that. So
Unbiasedly,
I'm
they
gonna give you a little bit
unconsciously they're
bait.
gonna come out. I promise you they will.
I'm gonna give you a little bit bait. Not necessarily. We're very strict about holding things in.
Yes, I know y'all think y'all so
Very strict.
mysterious, but you're not, because it comes out in other ways.
We're very strict. But it's very strict about that
I'll
until
say this: the men that you may know
yeah.
outside of the group of men that me and Lady Royal and Bougie may have come across,
Hmm.
because we date men,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Hmm.
And what men say to their women and what men say to their homies, it be different. And we've
Very different.
established that.
Very
And
different.
they be lying. And sometimes they lying to you and lying to me too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
That is a fact though too, but sometimes we'll get 80% of the truth with
I
with
can't even.
like
I'm gonna be single for a long time.
with
That's
thirty
what you
percent of the
making
lie.
me making me feel sad inside.
He'll come to you and say, "Yeah, baby, everything is all right," and
And I know he lying.
he'll be like, "Man, that bitch be talking too much, bro."
Yeah, exactly.
Her,
So why are you with me?
her fucking mama came in here. But listen here, we can't tell him not to be with her. We will tell him, "Fool, you gonna have to stick out a little bit longer," because
Well,
you know
why
what
don't
we
you talk to your wife?
listen, don't get me wrong. We start to say, man, you might have to holler at her for him. I just told her something the other day. She just flipped on me. I can't talk to that girl. I say, fool, then I don't know what to tell you.
So why are you still in a relationship?
You know what I mean? Because a lot of men don't want to be alone.
I know
And,
that,
uh,
but then you'd rather be abused, and then you get online, and then you shit on women.
pain is love.
No, it's not. You can put that shit in your pocket, King Hakeem. You can get the fuck out of here with that. You know, I don't even talk to you like that, but I'm gonna tell you right now.
Pain is love. Pain is
Put that
love.
shit in your pocket. The only time pain is love is if I'm asking you to do something that will have pain and pleasure in it. But
Yeah,
no, I do not believe in that. We gotta argue, we gotta fight, we gotta go through all that shit. I'm not doing that.
pain is
I'm
yeah.
not. I want peace and love and tranquility. So that's what I said. I'll
Don't get
wait.
me wrong. Then when you deal with somebody who's you can create that arena, he'll give
Yeah,
that to you.
that's it.
You know
If
what I
they
mean?
but they gotta create the other side of that sphere. It can't just be me creating this arena. You gotta come in with your side of the arena too.
This is why most men will trust certain women if she had done been held and back with him.
Not even true. My mama was the hell and back with my dad, and he was still on some bullshit.
Don't get me wrong. There's outliers to it, but
It's not an outlier, Hakeem.
there's outliers to it.
You just told me men have a hard time being vulnerable. You think, and my dad, hold on real quick, my father and his friends, they was hoes. All of them. Married, had side kids, sleeping with women, and they bigged up each other in that shit. They would help each other. They was partners in crime. And I'm not saying anything better or worse, so we ain't got to do the woman this, man that. I'm talking about men. I date men. I watch men. I listen to men talk. I don't need to listen to women talk because I don't date women. I'm not.
Just like Queen Ella. Queen Ella,
what you talk about? Who is Queen Ella?
Queen Maker. She only dates women. But
get out of here. You know what?
She's speaking on men.
I've been up too long. I'm not fucking with you, Hakeem. See, now I'm past that. Like it's like, the lady at the door. Shit, I'm tired. Like,
listen.
I'm out here trying to hustle, sir.
Look what Lady Royal Simple said. She said, "You can't want a kingdom
banana hood unhealed chick and expect her to care about your most vulnerable needs and moments." That's called trauma bonding.
Listen, baby.
Just a loudmouth woman. Lady Royal Supremus, every time you say a loudmouth woman, I keep thinking of a cartoon and this woman's lips is like really, really, really loud. But I'm gonna say this. Let me just say that, preface it with the fact still remains. Yes, there are things that we all do similarly. And there are things that we do different. Okay. We talk, everything. The world is like fucking telephone. If I say something today, it's going to be something totally different in a few hours, especially now with social media. But when you get with somebody and your shit ain't right, and what I mean by that is at least be working on it. It ain't about being perfect. It ain't about being, you got to do your shadow work. Ain't nobody saying that. I'm talking about just say, listen, I'm still working some shit out. Road might be a little bumpy. It's not you per se. I'm just still trying to work it out, but it's enough for me to stay because it's worth it because of the type of person you are. That's a conversation. And like I said, I say these things, I share these things because I know there are women out there that feel what I'm talking about. There's a lot of us that's in the house. We fine, we smart, we good women, but we can't deal with men who can't even be honest with us.
So,
and then you expect to and wonder why the hoes is outside because that's where they at. The good women is inside because we're not trying to deal with that. Like we working on ourselves, and you want to come to us broken, but then want to tell us, okay, well, I'm broken, but I'm not working on it, but you should still love me anyway. No.
So
no, them days is up.
I know. I ain't
doing that no more. Nah.
I wanna
we wasting time with that.
I wanna preference this and what Lady Royal Tempest said. I'm gonna tell you the unfiltered.
Oh, Royal Lady Supremus out here dropping these gem bombs.
She is. And I gotta end. Hey, Lady Royal, Pretty Red, I gotta drop it. I'm gonna drop the real.
Let me see this. It said, let's call a thing a thing. Men will sleep with women who remind them of the very thing they despise, their mothers and aunts. Yet they will down the very woman they need to feel comfortable. You're absolutely right. I watched it in real time.
And let me answer. Can I answer for this?
You can say whatever you like, Mr. Hakeem. You know I'm excited.
No, definitely. So I want you to look at this from this point.
I got it. Go ahead, because I'm eating. Go ahead. Say drop your sheet.
So when you get with a certain type of woman who makes you feel free, who makes you feel alive, and she keep her mouth closed, and she said, baby, don't even worry about that shit, my nigga. I got you. It hit different than a woman who might be the archetype of your mama, who this. And then also too, when that, I'm gonna say something that's very sad. My best relationship was a girl from out the projects. the most freest I've ever felt, the most vulnerable I've ever felt was with a chick from out the projects. I was maybe like in my 20s. And the level of comfortability she allowed me and things that I want to do that she was so ride or die. Oh, Lord Jesus. She helped me find a new connect. I was selling drugs. But not only that, I had told her some personal shit that she kept her mouth closed on. I done did everything, bought her sneakers, helped her mama move out her house. I was paying her mama light bill. My nigga, like, that freedom as a man felt like the chains was lifted, that when you tell a woman who might resemble your mama and she flip, you feel like the world just ended onto you. To compare to dealing with somebody is this. This is the reason most niggas who get good women to leave them and go back to their baby mamas from out the hood. Oh, now I gotta go back to see Sharika. Yeah, there was friction. There's a reason why they had left. There's a friction why they had left, but he gonna always say, my baby mama held it down when shit was fucked up. I fucked up. And they'll imagine that, but in the back of their mind, that freedom.
Hank, oh, I'm sorry. Give me just a second,
Yeah.
Hakeem. I apologize. Hank, welcome. Good morning, sir. You're more than welcome to hit the link. We're just having a really good conversation.
Oh, that's the man right there. He does.
Hank be thinking I be doing. He was like, man, I was on a live with him.
He does excellent live stream.
You don't let that man talk. I was like, but I am.
He does excellent live stream, but
you know what? I've only got to catch a few. I've been on hustle mode, so I will.
Watch it.
I made it to. I will. I promise. I'm on a mission. You know.
I really love a lot of his content when he speaks about being a father and what he poured into his kids and even just dealing with women, which I love that information. But to go back in preference, he said, I have these type of conversations regularly with men. I listen and I interpret for what it is. I'm not saying a girl from the projects can't show a man for hell from the project. I get where you're coming from, but there's a difference when, for some apparent reason, I'm just speaking, you know what I mean, from my own experience. I don't know about everybody that like men interpret love in a certain kind of way. And I'm only speaking for myself. Like that person went through hell and back with me for some reason. And I'm saying that, and when I got on, I was showing love. I was letting her enjoy the fruits of my labor. It's like the type of freedom she allowed me to be myself. She could call me today. I ain't speak to her in like 20 years. She can call me today and say, I need something. I'm gonna give it to her.
Let me ask you a question. If you were married, do you think your wife would be okay with that?
No, my wife wouldn't be okay, but I would if I was married.
Why not? Why not? Why wouldn't she be okay? If that's a friend.
Women are territorial. Women, and we know you.
I wouldn't care.
We know we'll be capped. We know you'll feel insecure about it. Listen. Every woman I've ever dealt with, and I said that I have women friends, always been insecure.
Nah, never a problem.
Always been insecure. So I gotta lie about having homegirls.
Oh, come on,
no, that's a fact. Because you want to know why they say, "Oh, did you sleep with her?" No, we ain't had sex. That's just my homegirl.
I would never ask. Like that's I've never asked to do that.
You would ask because the energy that I'm bringing. Listen, when I overflow your cup, when I overflow your cup. Good
day, sir.
Listen. When I overflow your cup. And I love you the way you ain't never been loved. And I provide you stability, security, and I make you feel comfortable in your own skin.
Yes.
You're going to feel everything is a threat.
No, I'm not.
You're going to feel everything is a threat.
No, the walls will be shaking. Hakeem. No. Why would I if I'm safe? Everything isn't a threat.
Everything is a threat, baby.
No, it's not. Your friends and people who've made a difference in your life.
A woman,
I don't care if she a woman. I don't care if it's a man. I don't care if it's a purple elephant. I'm with you. So why do I care? Why am I worried about some threat that don't even exist? Like, come on, Hakeem. Do you really
Because
believe women all think like this?
listen, I'm only going by what I've seen in the
I
women
know,
I've been.
but can you believe though that there
No,
are women who don't think this way?
the devil is a lie.
Oh my God. Okay. And on that motherfucking note, I'm about to end this shit.
The devil, listen.
No, good day, sir. I'm going to get me some
Listen,
chicken.
listen,
I ain't messing
listen.
with you no more.
You see what I'm saying? I'm telling you the experience I've been through.
I'm
Every
not
chick I
knocking
ever,
your experience,
every
Hakeem. I
chick I
asked you
ever,
a question. I
yeah,
said, do you believe? And you do not. You do not believe, based off what you just said,
yeah.
that women can be strong in their confidence and
No,
not give a
no,
shit
I don't believe it.
about that. I got you.
I don't
All
believe it.
right. So
I
on that note,
haven't met one yet. I
yes,
haven't
I
met one yet.
know. I know.
I haven't met
I
one yet.
know you
You
have.
know what I mean? Yeah, until I meet one, then you gotta prove me wrong. Cause I got some solid,
Exactly.
ones on my team. They cook, they bring me, they cook.
Okay, but why would I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna step out here and say, so if I was your girlfriend, right? I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't give two fucks about your friends.
So would you feel uncomfortable with my homegirl who buys me coffee in the morning?
No.
And the other one who
Hold on, let me put my head wrap on so people believe me. I'm gonna show y'all my sleepy face while I answer these questions.
He said, I can't deal with insecure men. My best friend of 11 years is a man. And my ex has a homegirl. I don't care. Hell, invite her over for dinner and drink. You say that, but most women are so territorial. They're gonna think that.
Oh Lord, you act like we walking around here like lions.
Listen, especially when the relationship get rocky, they're gonna say, "I don't think I want you to talk to Lamisha no more."
Yes,
listen. I was living with a woman. I was living with a woman, paying the whole rent. And she made me stop talking to my best friend because she felt like my best friend was a threat.
Well, then that's her problem, not mine, boo boo.
I'm paying the whole rent.
I'm more than enough woman not to be worrying about no other woman. Okay,
I'm paying the whole rent.
That's the thing. But that's what I'm saying. If you already know, and you ain't gonna tell me what no signs that this child wasn't insecure already. Come on, stop playing with me, Hakeem.
Oh yeah,
just
she was insecure.
Hold on real quick. Let me see. Can I get this light right? Hold on, because I don't want y'all to be scared.
80% are insecure when it comes to other women.
So let me answer these questions again for you.
Yeah.
If I am your girlfriend and we are together and we are trying to build, if I am your fiance, if I'm your wife, if I'm these important things to you in your life, I'm taking on whatever else is important to you. Your friends, your family, your career. I don't give a shit. And I'm just being 100. It's about how you treat me. Now, if you treat that bitch better than me, then we got a problem.
I've yet to vet one.
I'm just saying we exist. It's not leprechauns.
So I wouldn't know because
we ain't
never been together. We ain't never been together.
Of course, that's exactly what I'm saying. It's just like a person who's only had steak all their life. If you don't know what it's like to have a nice slow cooked salmon or some salmon croquettes or okra or cabbage or anything else, and you only eat that.
Listen.
When you introduce to something for real, you ain't gonna know what to do with yourself.
Listen, Bougie Barbie say paying the rent doesn't mean she has no right to make us still feel uncomfortable. But
you might suck. Even though you paying the rent, you might not be a good boyfriend.
Listen. Bougie, I'm paying the rent.
Don't matter. What's your emotional stance?
Listen, I'm paying the rent. I'm all up in that stomach.
Oh God! See, there it is. Stop.
Listen,
no, stop. Your dick in your wallet. You're leading with it.
Listen. Hold on, I'm not done yet. And I'm taking you to Sephora.
Ain't that costing money too?
And I'm taking you to Sephora.
When the
And
last time we sat down and had a conversation?
all the time. All the
When's the
time.
last time
I'm
it's
I'm
just being, stop, hold on.
mm,
You know what I mean. Yes, you paying the rent. Thank you. Yes, you took me to Sephora. Thank you.
mhm.
Yes, we might have nice things, but who are we emotionally? Our energy. Am I in love with you? Are you in love with me? What conversations are we? Yeah, we can have a conversation. Shit, I can have a conversation with the man at the bus stop. That's a conversation. But does it mean anything? Are we having fun? Do we flirt? Is the sex okay? Do I see you? Because we're focused on the things and not our intimacy, the importance of our foundation being strong, that's unseen, which is probably the hardest thing to do in the world. That's why I said I'm single. Because
Listen,
again, these things exist.
solid as a rock.
That's right.
But here's the thing though. So when I preface this and say that there was no issues. But the
There was
thing
no
about it, there was
issues
no
with
issue,
who?
but there was no issues in the relationship. But when my homegirl came around, and funny enough, I wasn't even talking this way when she came around. She had put a stamp. She had stamped the friendship that kind of maybe made her feel a little bit uncomfortable. You feel me?
Then that's a conversation for me and her.
You know what I'm saying? But what you having a conversation with somebody I'm not sleeping with?
It doesn't matter about who you're sleeping with. If I'm uncomfortable and I'm a woman and I need to just clear up, hey, that is an adult thing. That is what should happen because again, I'm not just in your life alone. Your life has an orbit. Your life has things going around it, your family, your friends, your life before you met me. And so I have to be willing to be open because I'm also bringing my life before you met me. And these are the things that are not talked about in these spaces. That's what I'm saying. People need a class. So I'll be like, listen, let's wrap it up in a resort. You can come and kick it, but you need to learn some shit so you can have a better way of life. And it's
Yeah.
like I think black men are afraid to put that down. They're afraid because they feel like if I truly put this weight down, who am I then? Because it's my strength, my anger, my what I'm supposed to have, my testosterone, my aggression. I'm a man, so I'm supposed to do all these things. You are just as human as I do, and you can break just like I do. Iron will fucking bend if it's hot enough. So no man, in my eyes, makes sense to keep holding shit down for a society that created this shit from the palm of their ass. Like all of this is made up. Like none of these rules are set in stone. It's about our interaction, our energy, what we plan to do, how we carve out our lives. And I am intense. I'm an intense woman.
And
So these things are necessary for the man in my life to understand. Just
yeah.
like I need to understand what his desires are.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
yes.
I want to answer this with this statement. First, I want to say, and I want to take and Bougie Barb, Bougie Barb, I want you to hear me because I'm gonna want to reply this, and I want to reply this in a very particular way. I love you, Bougie Barbie, and I want you to hear this for that because I got a preference with love first.
So you're giving her all these
He say so you're giving all of these material things that you think that she wanted, but when she told you what she wanted, why can't you give it? I overflowed her cup so much that it drove her crazy. I gave her too much.
Hakeem.
I gave her
What
too
the
much that
hell?
she could not handle. To the
Oh
point that she could not separate reality.
I can't take him right now. Like it's too fucking early for this shit.
That's
He
the
up
thing.
here with the Zamunda outfit on, with the
Yeah.
elephants and shit, trying to make you think it's all gravy. You go look up, you in a harem with like 10 other women, but you like he
Listen.
good to me.
Yeah.
I'ma stick beside him.
I'm gonna stick
Listen,
with
I gotta go to sleep, y'all. I have been grinding all day. Hakeem, I appreciate you so much for
Big
coming up.
Mufasa was good, baby.
Oh no, I'm really leaving now.
Yeah.
The link is closed.
What's good, baby?
The link is closed. Ain't nobody talking to Big Mufasa.
Big Mufasa know what I'm talking about. When you overflow that cup, women can't handle it. When you be so secure, you secure them mentally, secure them in their own skin. Baby,
what
take
about
that
the
shit.
woman who don't need you to do that? Because
all women need to be secure. All women need to be secure. You say that. You say that. We could say that in public. When we be behind closed door, you're a different person.
No, I'm not.
The walls of Jericho done been broken.
I'm me.
The walls of Jericho done been broken down. When you around a real soldier.
Oh Lord.
A real warrior.
Are you going? I just see like a whole group of men behind you.
Yeah, and
like,
I ain't been drinking no coffee either.
Oh, okay. Well,
I ain't had no coffee. This is straight energy. Straight
wow.
energy. No coffee.
Yeah, I'm going to bed.
No vitamin B12. No nothing. I ain't popped none of those yet. No chlorophyll pills. No CMOS Gold. This is straight Hakeem.
Mm-hmm.
When I overflow, my bad. When I overflow that cup. I overflow the cup, it's like you being pressed against up a wall.
What in the Hakeem? You know. That's why I called your name like that, because you know you talking shit. Like, what the hell? I'm like, what? You out here wilding. What the hell? Anyway, like I said, I think that loving yourself opens the doors for you to find a mate that you can love and that they can love you the way you want it. And hold on, that man trying to get these went. Good night. I'm so glad you came in late because I'm going my ass to bed. I'm not dealing with you and Big Mufasa. It's too damn early.
Big Mufasa know what type of energy I'm talking about.
No, he married. What he got to do with it?
And listen, and he's been bringing that big man energy to her. You know what I'm talking about?
Yay. Y'all sound so excited. No, I'm good.
You made
me afraid of my own question. I'm scared to damn death. What the hell?
Praise the Lord. Come on.
You talking about overflowing somebody.
And I read my Bible every day.
They won't accept your
And I read my Bible.
Big Mufasa, what you talking about?
Mufasa, you know he's telling the truth. They can't accept their love.
No, Hakeem. No.
Be weak so I can be strong for you, baby.
But I'm scared because you real aggressive. That's what I ain't gonna be.
I thought that you like it. You intense, I'm intense. What's popping?
That's not the same.
What's popping? You intense, I'm intense. What's popping?
This is different.
I'm ready.
Different. Okay.
You want to get some money? Let's go get it. Okay. You feeling stressed today? Let me hold you down so you can stop being stressed.
I don't want to be stressed. You're right.
Okay.
We got it. I'm like, he real aggressive, y'all. Yeah. Don't pay him no mind. I love him. I just stick beside him. Lord have mercy. They be like, girl, don't bring Hakeem. He crazy.
Take
Hakeem, love. No, a good day. All right, Hakeem, thank you so much for coming. We are going to end the show because the sister is hungry and she is tired. You guys have been fantastic, and I will be back. I'm on hustle mode. I did make it to my 500 subscribers, so I am planning something cool to do.
You need to
just give me a few more days. I just need the 3,000. I'm over 1,000. I'm close to 2,000, so I don't think it'll take me that long. I'm gonna just have to do some longer shows. But last night, my name was Popularity. I was on everybody's spot today. So shout out to everybody. Well, yeah, I agree with you, Lady Rose.
Okay.
I am not going to hold on. Hakeem,
I need to answer her.
No,
Pretty
you don't.
Red.
No, you don't.
I need
Hakeem.
Pretty Red. Pretty Red. I gotta answer her.
No, you don't. We get ready to leave. We're gonna save her question.
No. We gotta Lady Royal. Lady Royal. Listen, Lady Royal. You're beautiful, and I listen. You beautiful, and I love you. Life is about generalities until you get when you meet face to face.
I'll be like, I'm
Life
gonna
is
be in the
about
car.
generality until you meet face to face.
But you gonna do something.
It's La Corette. You know what I'm trying to say? It's La
What is
Corette.
Locker
You,
Red? What is
you
Locker Red?
listen. She say, "Who's red?" I'm very much chocolate. Listen,
That's right. We
that
sisters in chocolateness.
no, you see, but here's the thing: you and her would be considered red down south.
Lord, I know. Yes, I was in the South. I know. Y'all
Yeah,
crazy in the South too, just like crazy in the North,
yeah.
crazy in the West. I want to torture That sounds so wrong, Big Mufasa. Don't hit the link. Good day. I'm shutting it down just because you said that shit. Oh, you want to torture me? What the hell? What the fuck is that? I can't. Hakeem, what?
Yeah.
Listen, that's why I said I made a conscious decision to be single, and I'm gonna be honest, I really don't regret it because I'm gonna tell you something. I think that if I'd have continued, I'd have ended up being better. Because I'm sorry, a lot of y'all's cohorts are disappointments.
Some
There's not
textbooks can't answer certain questions, Lady Royal.
that comes from a psychologist whenever I'm
I
sure
love
you
that she say that.
understand shade, love, and light. Wait a minute, hold on. Oh, based on what you say, yeah, I got you.
Yeah, yeah,
Look, I'm
basically.
sleepy. I don't
Yeah.
care now. Look, I'm over here like half reading. I'm like, what she say? What she talking about? But anyway, no, you're not torturing nobody because I'm going to go to bed and after I
Yeah.
eat my roll and my piece of chicken. So my thing is this: I'm going to fight for peace, love, and hair grease. Because I'm gonna tell you something. There's something we're a little too wound up for me in the black community. I need folks to calm down. I don't have time for it. All this yelling and fighting over what? Because again, and I'm gonna be completely, and excuse my language, I'm about to be a naughty girl, and I'm gonna say my theory is this: if you ain't fucking, you fighting. And a lot of folks is out here fighting. So you must not have time to be doing what you say that you supposed to be doing.
Break down them walls then.
My walls is always down. Good morning and good night to that. I'm leaving. I'm not gonna keep talking to you because
All right.
all that's gonna happen. Big Mufasa's ass gonna find his way up here, and I'm not having it because he get on my nerves. He think he funny.
We rode out. We rode out.
Yeah, good day, sir. But anyway, thank you so much
No
for
problem.
coming up. I've loved the conversation. We have to do this again.
Definitely. I enjoyed it myself.
Yes, because I do. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, that's my new name, right? Chock Chock.
Cha-cha. So our novella should be Demarcus and Lana.
We already have names for these people behind you. We started this already.
Yeah,
That's what I
that
had
is
up on the thing. Yeah. So we could do another one though, because they're novellas.
novellas. Yeah, let's do
What
it.
you gotta apologize for? Okay,
Let's,
you got 5 minutes. You better come on. Hit
let's
the
do
link.
it.
Let's go.
She said, "I
Come
have
on.
7
5 minutes. You got five
authors
minutes,
but
and
I'm listening
then
to
I'm
someone who
leaving.
speaks from logic, not emotion. Rest well, chocolate, and things seeking. Definitely.
Yes, always.
I love you, Lady Royal. I
That's
love
my
you for real.
girl. They
I
my
love you,
ride or dies. Lady Royal Supremacist and Bougie. They done helped
Lady
me.
Royal. You need to break those walls down.
Hit the link in the cash app. Right. Big Mufasa, where my money at?
Hit the Cash App dollar
What's that
sign
cash at?
FGND.
Dollar. No, don't say
Dollar
that.
sign.
No.
Dollar sign.
It's dollar sign chocolate earth. Don't you say that. Don't you say that over here. That money ain't making it over here if you say that. But
Break
come
the walls
on.
down, Lady Royal Supremacist.
Come on, Big Mufasa. What you gotta apologize? Come on. And then I gotta go. I'm hungry as hell.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
go
don't
eat
know
some
what he.
breakfast as well.
Yes, I love breakfast.
It's so sad I
Okay,
don't have
finally.
It's
He
so sad
finally.
I don't have a queen to cook me, son.
Oh, what's up, Big Mufasa? Go ahead. You got 2 minutes. Let's go.
First of all, don't be putting me on no time clock.
Man, you will get put back. You better say what you gotta say. I'm sleepy. You have to
All
hit the
right.
cash app if you want more time, sir, because I've been up here.
Ooh.
You've been up here for 2 hours and 30. Woman.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Bruh, I've been all over YouTube. I've been all over motherfucking
Mufasa, she
YouTube
was riding
today.
out.
She ain't been
Listen,
doing nothing. Hakeem, don't
Big
fall for
Mufasa is
that.
such a hater. Hey, Hakeem, you could go check them black rewinds. I'm gonna tell you,
No,
chocolate
no.
popping up
See,
all over the place.
here she
I'm a
go.
household name. Big Mufasa, don't be a hater. Like, what is this? What you gotta apologize
Uh,
for? Let's go.
First of all, I thought you would get rid of that picture. You can get it right back up here doing the same thing you doing before.
Why? What am I doing before? Cause y'all
But
can't handle seeing titties.
you
I
know they
know
can't
y'all
handle.
go
They can't.
crazy. Well, so
That
that's
ain't
not my
y'all.
problem. That is not my problem.
So she said, I don't care about that about y'all.
No,
Just
I
sit there and
don't.
drool. Just
That's
drool
it.
then.
Enjoy yourself, cause I do not care. We do not
Ridiculous.
care. Why? Because
Ridiculous.
this is the conversation, me and Hakeem. I am a person who works every day
Mm-hmm.
to make sure that this beautiful chocolate beige's queen is loved by me every day until somebody else want to love on me. But until then, I love everything about me. So yeah, I don't care. Yes, I have had titties
But
all my
see,
life, Big Mufasa. In the 5th grade, I had a grown woman's body. So I've always known that men can't help themselves where titties is concerned. So it don't bother me now. I don't
but that's
I
that's
got
all
I
great.
Yes
That's
it
great.
is. And I want to
That's
Yep.
share
great.
that with other women so they too can be proud. All
And
the
when King Hakeem decide to aggressively love you, just let it happen.
Get out of my
He ain't
business.
playing these games. He ain't playing
Listen,
this game. Look.
I,
Where the apology at? I'm waiting. What's the
listen.
apology for?
I'm
Oh
at
shit, she
the
ain't forgot.
No, I
Mufasa. I'm
have
at
not.
to prove it and go to Tempeh. I
Not
had to prove
Tempeh.
it and
Where
go
is
Yeah.
to.
Tempeh? Hakeem is called Tempe, babe. Please don't come here and say Tempeh. They gonna say something to you like, where are you going, sir? This is not French. This is Tempe. No, I think it's cute that he say Tempeh.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, I already got the builders coming on Monday, baby. They building us a 5 bedroom house right
Is
there on
your
the front
wife
of the
is your
property.
wife okay with that?
Oh no, I'm talking about Prince Hakeem. That's what he gonna do.
Oh, how
I ain't
you
talking about
telling
me.
other people? How you voluntold
I
what
Cause
like
another
that.
cause
man
cause see
gonna do?
I
cause
like
see
that.
Prince Hakeem coming in, he making
Where is my
decisions.
Yes,
apology?
I
This is
like that.
turning into longer than
Yeah,
5 minutes. Yes, I
aggressive.
am.
Huh?
I'm
Let
aggressive because
me
I'm
see.
hungry and sleepy. Where is my apology?
Oh,
What you apologizing for?
I forgot. But anyway,
Man,
we
good
were
night.
talking
All right, y'all. So,
Mhm.
like I said earlier, we are going to bed. Bloop, 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 bloop. I'm about to climb my ass all up in my bed, go to sleep for a little bit. Because I'm gonna be back at it today. I'll be back later. But
Okay.
thank y'all so much for coming up. I really do appreciate y'all.
Thank
Definitely.
you guys for coming. Sorry,
And
chocolate.
you
All right,
get hit,
bye.
yeah, hit that cash app on the way out, Big
We
Mufasa.
will.
Hmm I'll be checking anyway. Thank
I
you
All
ain't got
right.
no cash up.
guys.
I'd have told you that.
That's
Wait till
too
you get
bad. You got
monetized.
PayPal? You got
Nope.
PayPal?
Nope.
Zelle?
Nope.
Venmo? You
Nope.
need help. I don't
I
want to
got
give YouTube
I
no
got super
money.
chats.
What
I got
that
you. Matter of fact,
that's
wait till your monetization show. I'm gonna make up
I
for
don't have
lost
time.
time.
I'm trying to get this land paid off now. What is you talking about? Ain't nobody waiting for that. Members. That's all we can get now. We can get members and we can get super chats, but I ain't ready to give YouTube no money. So now once I pay this land off, then by all means, super chat away. Cause then you'll see me up on my land building stuff. That'll be so exciting. Yes,
Once
I'm
again, woman,
excited.
you gonna take these super chats and these memberships. You
But
gonna
I
take them
can't get
too.
them. I won't get them until I get on the land. It's gonna take a minute for me to get them super chats. So okay, you better be front and center then.
Oh
Everybody
God.
hear this?
No,
Big
don't no no
Mufasa
no.
gonna be my first super chat.
I'm
Make
gonna
sure you
be at
tell
work.
everybody. Make sure you tell everybody. I ain't
I
gonna
don't
tell
know how.
nobody else though. Not yet.
Right. All
Saying.
right.
All right.
You the
Yeah.
one in my chat talking about you want to torture me, bro. You better know who you playing with over here.
I know who I'm
Anyway,
playing with. I know exactly who I'm playing with.
that's
Miss
right, a real
Chocolate.
one,
I'm gonna
a
let y'all
real
go
one.
because I'm gonna go eat some bacon.
All right, Hakeem. I'll talk to you in a little
Tell
bit.
Chocolate make it. Tell Chocolate to make that bacon.
I'm gonna come to Tempe. She's gonna make that with some flapjacks. Yeah.
First off, you know he
Yeah.
country because he said flapjacks. They
I'll be there.
pancakes up north, sir.
I'll be there.
But that's okay.
All right,
That's
Big
all right.
Mufasa, Lady Tempest,
All right, brother.
Good
Bougie,
night.
Bougie
Good morning and
Barbie,
good night.
all y'all beautiful, pretty red ladies. I'll see y'all. All
All
right.
right. Okay. Thank you, Hakeem. Bye.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
What you want? What you
Nothing,
want?
just come up here just to say
I
hi,
know.
good
Mess with
morning.
me. Good
Yeah,
morning.
you know I got to mess with
Mhm.
you sometime. I'm gonna mess
I
with you
know you
again
do.
too. Yeah,
I
yeah,
got a
because
different
again,
picture for y'all to later today. So I don't know what y'all gonna do with yourself. So
all right.
these gonna be the
Yeah.
covers of my book. So right now I am the novel that this one was not a novel, but the novella that is behind this picture is about me meeting this amazing Black man while I'm, you know, out in the Sahara. And there we go. That's all I'm gonna give y'all.
Oh Lord, she always got to be out somewhere. She ain't never taking a picture sitting down nowhere. You ain't gonna never see, but that's
What?
okay. That's good.
I got pictures of me sitting down. What's that mean though? That don't mean
Probably
nothing.
you got pictures outside, by the
I got all
trees.
kinds of pictures. Yes, and those are for people that want to see that I want to share with them. Cause y'all wild out here. You can only go so far out here on these YouTube streets. Y'all can't even handle titties. I'm not showing y'all no more pictures of me.
Oh Lord, can't even
I
handle
can't
tea.
have no problems. Y'all up here fighting and yelling and screaming because you ain't never seen it like this before.
See, 'cause that, they
Just
gotta
get
understand
on
you. You
my
gotta be able to see
land.
past
Just
that.
wait till I get. You will see everything once I get on my land.
No, they got to be able to see past that. See, because you try to
You
put that picture there to
will.
distract the guys. I'm like, don't get distracted by that mess. Yeah, you got to listen to
What?
Chocolate because she'll be on you. You know how she, you know what I'm saying. So don't pay no attention to that picture, fellas. Just look at it as a blank slate. That's
Y'all
how she
so
do. But they
funny.
ain't gonna listen. They ain't gonna
No,
listen.
they
You gonna get
not.
right back on
They
them
just
panels
sitting
and
over there looking at that avatar, and it's all big on their screen, and they like, wow.
can't even take it. Don't make no
Nope,
daggone
can't
sense.
handle it. So if you can't even take a picture, you ain't gonna do nothing. You gonna lose your mind if you get it. Nah, I can't even take it that far.
Oh my
So
God.
sorry.
They'll
But
be fine.
anyway, no, they won't. Good day, Big Mufasa. I'm going to eat some chicken.
All
I
right,
see
but you
y'all.
already cooked it.
It was cooked last night.
Oh, okay. All
So
right.
I've been
Well,
up
have a
since
good day.
last night. I'll be back later. All right,
Uh-huh.
y'all.
You heard me say I'm sorry.
Right. get off. Goodbye. Go. Beat
All
it.
right.
Scram. Skedaddle. Good night, you guys. Much love. I holla at y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for helping me get to 500. Shout out to Fatty and his people. Appreciate the love. Got new subscribers, and we are at the 500 mark. Ladies, bougie, chaos, Lady Royal Supremist. I appreciate y'all coming in here. Big Mufasa is crazy. So, and everyone else who has come in, dropped by, sneaking, saying in the clouds. I appreciate y'all. Really, really, I do. Jalen, thank you for coming in and popping out, baby. Them views matter. All views matter. Just like all coins matter. Put some money in the pot. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me get out. I'm sleepy as hell. All right, y'all. I'm out. Peace. Peace.